Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Toby. Welcome to the podcast. If you're a new listener, welcome. I'm going to give a big shout out to my day ones for the past 6 years, my subscribers, my listeners. I appreciate people who talk about this podcast, who share this podcast, who support this podcast, who write reviews for this podcast. Really appreciate all your support. I've been doing this for 6 years. I've been giving it away for free. So many people ask me why I don't film it, why I don't monetize on YouTube, why don't I charge people for it on Patreon? And their answer is because I don't want to. I love these conversations in my kitchen. I love the honesty. I love that people want to come back for 2 or 3 episodes, the reoccurring guests that I have all the time. I love it. No lights, no cameras. I myself do not like going on podcasts that are being filmed and have lights. I've done it a couple times. I'll probably never do it again. I don't feel like myself in those situations. So I want all my guests to be as comfortable as possible. I do have sponsors. The sponsors keep my shit going. They keep it alive. But I will never interrupt a conversation with an ad in the middle of it. People do that all the time, and I will never interrupt the flow of a conversation. So don't worry about that. But I do have amazing sponsors who I align myself with, who the products that I use on a daily basis. I've turned down so much money for sponsors that want to be part of this podcast with companies I've never tried or didn't align with. I'm very picky about who I have on my sponsors and have on this podcast. That being said, check out the sponsors. Joe, cue up the music. Everybody knows that I work at Removery. They sponsor this podcast. They sponsor the skin of my body. They take care of all my friends. They do the best tattoo removal there is out there in the world. They have 150 locations, or maybe more, in America. And I've been getting some stuff lasered and hopefully making room for some new memories. I have a lot of old memories that I have in my body, and some I do not want anymore. I understand the fact that people get tattoos and it's supposed to be forever, but sometimes you're in different chapters of your life. So right now I'm making space for something that fits in something I'm in today, this moment, 2025. They're lasering. The technology is next level. I'm clearing some spaces right now for something new. But right now you can get 25% off a complete removal package for Black Friday. That's up to $1,200 off. No joke. It's not a joke. It's a complete removal package. It's the best deal out there for tattoo removal. One flat price, unlimited sessions until your tattoo is completely gone. So if you're thinking about it, or you already started, or you want to do a tattoo and get rid of it, go to removery.com or call 844-730-3360. That's 844-730-3360 and get 25% off of a complete package for $1,200 now up until December 6th. Removery.com or call 844-730-3360. Happy holidays. As we get older, we start paying attention to what we put in our bodies. I personally have been listening to my body since I was 18 when I went vegan. I've always been focused on my health. It's super important, mental and physical health. But it's really important for people who are just starting to get more healthy and trying to step up their life. Doing your homework, reading the labels, researching and verifying everything that's quality. It's part of the game these days. That's why I started drinking AG1s. I'm so proud to have them sponsor my podcast. AG1 is a foundational nutrition supplement that delivers daily nutrients and gut support and is backed by multiple research studies. You can trust what you're putting into your body. We're all so busy these days, so just throw a pack of AG1 in the morning into a cup of water and shake it up and drink it. I love the way it tastes. I do it every single morning. It's part of my routine. I bring the packets on tour. It's an incredible life changer for me. Many supplements only reference research from ingredients in their product, but I trust AG1 in my daily routine because it's constantly putting the formula to the test. It's backed by multiple research studies. And one of those research studies, AG1 was shown to have double the amount of healthy bacteria in the gut, which is super important because these help digestion and the immune system and the immune health. And these bacteria are known to help with digestion as well, gas and bloating, which I freaking need. And it also promotes regular bowel movements, which I can attest to. In another research study, 97% participants felt more energy after 30 days, and 91% of the participants noticed that they needed less coffee after 60 days. I quit coffee like 5 months ago. I know I'm good on that. But AG1 is packed with a variety of nutrient-dense ingredients and is the perfect complement to my healthy diet. I drink it because I know it's going to work and it gives me peace of mind covering all my nutrition bases for the day. In fact, I trust it so much, that's why I'm spreading word about it. That's why it's sponsored by podcast. Thanks to Angie Huberman for turning me on to AG1s, connecting me with them, and now they're part of my podcast. It's so easy and satisfying to start your day with AG1s. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of the vitamin D3K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your purchase at drinkag1.com/OLLC. That's drinkag1.com/OLLC. It's never been a better time to focus on your health and wellness and get back on track, man. Take control of your daily health. Health is wealth. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the One Life, One Chance podcast. I'm your host, Toby Morse. This is my son's loud-ass truck interrupting the podcast. My very special guest, Mr. Brian Fallon. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Jersey represent in the house.
Let's go.
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
I don't know if we ever met before. We met in the past, probably somewhere. I don't know.
Quickly, like we met at in Australia at Soundwave one time.
Oh, yeah. Ben was talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the one 30 Seconds to Mars was on too?
It was.
Oh, because that's where we all saw Jared doing yoga in the airport.
Yeah.
That's why our stories made sense. We talked about it yesterday.
Yes.
I was like, how could I have the same story on the same tour and all flying with a bunch of bands?
Yep, that was it.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to
that
Jared,
was the
man.
one.
Represent. So how's everything going? You guys are on tour right now with Counting Crows?
Counting Crows, yeah.
That's cool. How long the tour's been going on for now?
We started June 7th.
Okay.
So it's been like...
Damn.
Yeah. And it's now
you going
August.
home? Like, is it like broken up?
No. We were home for like a couple of weeks, like in the area. So like we were within a couple hours. So we
that's good.
Keep going back.
That's good. That's nice, man. Especially have a family too. Especially now touring and stuff is different, right?
Big time, yeah. You gotta bring them out, or for a couple days at a time or whatever.
Yeah, got to balance it all.
Yeah, and we all have to trade because it's like we all have families. So we like, it's like 5 guys with.
Who was the first one with kids? Was it Ben?
Me.
You were the first one with kids in the band.
I was the first one with kids. Yeah, I had one kid, and then Ben was second, I think. Yeah,
it's so different when that happens because it's not like your life's more important and more busy.
Yeah,
but you have a child, and so for the other guys who don't, there's a lot of sacrifice and leaving your family. It's a different headspace.
Absolutely. And I think your outlook on everything changes like in a weird way when you have the kid. Like I don't know. Like I used to watch like super gross like horror movies, and then like I remember when I had my son, I was like, I don't know about this anymore.
Or just violent stuff too for me.
Yeah.
Like I can't watch. To this day, I can't watch like violent videos and stupid stuff online. Like.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like back then it was like, okay, Goodfellas, just all that stuff that we loved. But like,
sure.
Just when you become a parent, you see the world with different eyes. You know what I mean?
It's true.
It's a lot scarier.
Very much so. And I think the kids are feeling that too.
Yeah. Do you have siblings?
I don't.
I have
just
child.
Me. Yeah.
Same with my son. Yeah.
Me and my mom. So
wow.
like, and then my stepdad came in later, but like in the beginning, it was just me and my mom.
Yeah. He was a musician too, right?
Who?
Was your stepdad?
My mom was.
Your mom was a musician.
Yeah,
okay.
My mom. Yeah, she was like a folk singer in the 60s.
That's right.
So she always had me listening to music. She was like, check out Billy Joel, check out Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, and also like gospel music too, I think, because your mom was Christian, correct?
Big time, yeah.
So you grew up going to church and stuff?
We were like church people.
Me
went
too.
Wednesday night. No way.
Yeah, because I'm Catholic. My mom raised me. I was always going to church, catechism, communions, all that stuff.
All the time. Every minute.
Did you like church?
I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
But I didn't love it.
Same.
I was not into it.
I was doing it for my mom.
Me too.
It made her happy. That's what she wanted us to go there.
Yeah.
I think we might have been altar boys for a hot second.
Yeah.
We're lucky because we were in Massachusetts at the time. Massachusetts had a lot of scandalous things. We found it later on in the churches, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see the movie Spotlight?
No.
Oh, my God. We'll talk about it later. It's a spotlight on everything that happened at the churches back then in Boston.
Yeah. Oh, in Boston?
Yeah, and I was like, well, damn, that timeline's kind of crazy with my family. We grew up going to church there and stuff,
That's scary.
And having no dad either, so it's just my mom take us to church.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. I mean, but definitely, it didn't. I don't hate religion, nothing like that, but it definitely made me kind of rebel against the whole church thing as a kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you kind of get into punk, listen to the lyrics and...
Yeah. I always went through with it. Like, I was a weird, like, I had like a weird kind of thing of like, I always thought like God was like my dad because my dad wasn't around. So I always like felt like I had like somebody I could say like, yo, this sucks too. And like they were like listening. So I had a weird relationship.
I love that.
Growing up like that. So I don't know how that happened, but it did. And so that was kind of for me.
It was like a father figure too, I guess.
Yeah, but I never could get down with like the church thing, like with the hang, we're going to like this Bible camp, and I'd be like, nah, you guys suck.
Did you have to go to church camp and stuff or no?
Once in a while. I did. And then like they would be like, there's like a alternative to Pearl Jam with this band, and I'd be like, no thanks. Like, you remember that like in the 80s? Every band had like the Christian version. Yeah. I did not want anything to do with that.
So was your mom pretty strict?
She
protective
was,
and stuff?
Yeah. Like when I was really young, like my mom was like in it. Like, no, I don't even think my mom wore makeup.
Wow.
But she does now though. Now she wears makeup.
So when was your dad out of the picture? Or was he never in the picture?
Oh, in the beginning, he was gone.
Wow.
I never met him.
Wow.
Yeah. So
and ever to this day, ever met him?
I never met him. No.
Wow. And did you think he's still around?
I don't know.
Wow.
I think he is.
You never cared to think about or look for him, nothing like that?
I thought about it, but I my perspective on that is like, what good can come of this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, because like I feel like I got a good family. I got good friends.
For sure.
And like I would imagine that he would feel so guilty or awkward or weird, and that like I don't want like it's cool. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Whatever you're doing, just keep doing it.
I wonder if he knows about you and all your success and the music and everything. It'd be interesting. No, you never know.
It'd be nuts, right? Yeah. I always think that's the stuff that I think about. I go like, how do you know? Like, I wonder
what I'm doing with my life, what I've done with my life, and all that stuff.
And then I don't know,
keeping tabs on me.
In a weird way, like that would be cool, but then also in a weird way, I had a real quick rule book for like having kids though. It helped me a lot.
Okay.
Because like I knew immediately I had this like center of what not to do. I knew what not to. I was like, okay, in this situation, should you be there or what do you need to do? And I'm like, I need to be there because that's what happened to me and this is what, you know. So I had a good reference point. It was almost like having a treasure map of what not to do.
Yeah, I love that.
And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way to my actual father because I'm not trying to diss him right now. I'm just saying, you know.
But be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but be there. But be there.
Everything.
And sometimes stupid stuff like oh, I got this thing. Can I, I need tickets to this thing. And I'm like, I will be there. Even if I'm busy, I can make it. I can take you to this show. I could do this thing because, you have to.
Were you trying to do that too with the band when you were touring when you had your kid?
Yeah.
Not to miss as many things as possible.
You would try.
It's hard though. It's hard.
It's definitely hard.
It's hard to balance it all.
You got to balance when it's your only income. It's like tough.
Yeah, but when they were super young, my son didn't know the difference, like how long 1 week was or 2 week was or a month.
Yeah.
He was so young, you know what I mean? He didn't know the time difference. That was like the best time, I guess, to tour.
Yeah. Because when it's the day that they realize, like, you're gone how long?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, man. Because they know, and then they know how long that feels like. And they're like, dude, you've been gone a long time.
Damn.
So now, but then they sort of get older and they can come with you. And,
totally.
I mean, now it's even better for you. You got to play with them.
I know. It's crazy.
It's awesome.
I know. It's pretty awesome.
It's like Tom Waits, right? Doesn't he play his son plays drums for him?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, there's some other duos like that too. Rest in peace, Van Halen had his kid too, right?
He's
right.
Wolfgang, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It was cool when I saw Rest in peace Taylor Hawkins too, when I saw his son go up and play with Foo Fighters. That was so emotional watching that. It was incredible, man. Crazy.
That's cool.
Did you go to Catholic school?
No. I went to the regular heathen school.
Okay. Was that in Hackenstown? Or was that in...
You were
born in Red Bank, right?
In Red Bank. So I went to school from like kindergarten to 5th grade in Red Bank. And then my mom moved for a job with my stepdad. My mom's job was like up north in Dover. So we moved up to Hackettstown. And then that's when my life kind of ended, I consider. I was like,
how old were you?
I was 10. And
how
I was
did
like,
it end?
Because I was by the beach. I had life. I had a Ferris wheel, and then I had cows and fields.
Wow.
And nothing. There was no cool stuff. No like one record store.
What is that near for the listeners? Like, what is that near that people might know? A major city, part of Jersey.
See, that's the thing. It's like if you know where the Delaware Water Gap is.
Oh yeah, no,
that's it.
Okay,
it's
wow.
Warren County, way up there.
Okay.
Yeah, by
the end of New Jersey almost.
End of the world. End of New Jersey. Like if there's a part that's fallen into the ocean, it's that place.
So what grade is that? So you're 10 years old?
Yeah, 5th grade.
5th grade.
I started 5th all
making
the way
all new
through high
friends.
school. Making no friends for a while. And I was 10 too, which sucked because that's when I was like, okay, what am I into? Like,
yeah. What were you into?
Like, I was into drawing, which was the worst thing you could be into. I was into comic books and drawing, so I might as well have a target on my chest.
Damn.
Right.
Were you like introvert, kind of like just don't like talk to nobody?
Yeah, kind of. And I'd just be like reading my little comic books, trying to draw Wolverine, you know?
Sick.
I was pretty much like Jay and Silent Bob, but no drugs and just little.
And
you know?
Yeah. You listen, what kind of music you listen to at that point?
Like whatever. My mom had like...
In the house.
I could tell you, I had the La Bamba soundtrack from the movie La Bamba.
Pretty sick movie though.
Yo, I had the words down.
Really?
Yeah, man. I knew it. And then I had Billy Joel's Greatest Hits, Volume 1 and 2.
Great.
Whoop. Billy Joel, and So It Goes. And then I had, I think I had to be born to Run. It was not Born in the USA. It was Born to Run.
So you had some Bruce back then.
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
Okay,
My mom was like big Bruce.
Wow.
Big Bruce. And then my mom knew every word to the Indigo Girls' first record. So I was all into it. I was like, Galileo. I knew it. I was in.
That's amazing, man.
And she would play the guitar because like my mom played the guitar and sang. So she tried to teach me about harmony. And I didn't know. I still, no, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, but she would sit there and sing like, Closer to Find. And I'd be like, yeah. Like I would get in there with her because I was
that's amazing,
dude,
man.
and we sang with
That sounds like a fun little life with your mom.
Yeah, and we would always drive in the car. Anytime we're in the car, she would put on music. I would put on music. She sang. She probably knows all the words to Out Come the Wolves better than I do.
Wow.
She was down. She said as long as there's no cuss words, I wasn't allowed to listen to no. You'll find in the Gaslight Anthem not one cuss word.
Really?
Yeah, and that's straight up because of my mom.
Dude, that's incredible.
Yeah, I would never say a word that would make my mom. That would be disrespect to my mom.
You know who else has that?
Who?
Eric B. and Rakim.
No.
Because Rakim said my parents would listen to his music. He doesn't swear in any of his songs. So you listen to any of those records, there's no swears in there.
I love that. I'm going to go listen to all those records.
It's pretty crazy, man.
Isn't that crazy?
And I recently met his son. I talked to his son about it. He's like, yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's so cool.
And that just shows you don't have to have that in songs to rhyme or put in songs. You don't have to have curse words and stuff.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I wish I was at the, radio. You see Alkaline Trio and you get in the crowd and you're like, oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to say that.
Do you not curse? Really?
I try not to.
Wow.
Yeah, well, especially because I got kids. And I try not to. But
that's amazing.
You know what? I got a far way in life. Not really cursing and not drinking and doing no drugs.
Nice.
And like, I wouldn't say now that I don't drink because if someone said, oh, you got it. Like I was with Wallard the other day and he's like, have a beer. I'm like, all right. And then I don't like it. It makes my stomach hurt because I don't gluten and all that.
Are you gluten free too?
Yeah. I don't like
me too. Okay.
I'm newly though. So I'm like nervous because I had problems forever.
Me too.
Yeah. I didn't know what it was.
What, did you get tested for it?
Yeah. And I was like allergic to, they said I was allergic to the wheat. That was in my blood test. And I was like, oh.
Did you have a stomach issue your whole life?
Whole life.
Me too.
No way.
And then I went gluten-free almost 5 years ago. Changed my life.
Really?
I don't have to go shit in public all the time or shit my pants or fucking... I used to carry these things called the butt tampons that people know, listeners. I used to carry toilet paper with me in New York. I thought being a vegetarian, that's how my stomach was supposed to be.
Bro, I carry around baby wipes everywhere in the world. I can't believe I'm just straight up telling the whole world this.
Bro, this is amazing.
I carry around... I have like bro, I have a speaker that I blast. We have been in the most punk, hostile venues in Europe. Like, you know what I mean? Like the heat is the on fire thing in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
I have a speaker that I play. I blast music when I'm in the bathroom so that the guys don't hear me go. And then I go, and then I got wet wipes. My life is over right
now.
I can't deal with it because it is a plague on my body.
And now it's better?
It's getting now that I've I still have a few things I haven't figured out.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that soy had gluten in it until the other day. I was like, why
so tofu has it in it?
It says that
soy
sauce has it.
Oh,
so I
because
don't
tofu
know
doesn't fuck with my stomach. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. But sometimes you can get rice noodles, in ramen.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mess with you. Because if I eat rice, it's good. But anything other than bread.
You know what's crazy? 2 weeks ago, I was starving. We ordered some brunch here, and I ordered a vegan burrito, but it was a wheat tortilla. I was like, "Fuck, I'm just gonna eat it today."
Yeah,
it's been 6 years, and I fucking ate it. I swear to God, 30 minutes later, I was in the bathroom, and it knocked me out. I had to take a nap for 2 hours. It fucked me up, dude.
It really messes with you.
And we don't have it for that many years, too. You really can see what's going on.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I did an 18-day juice cleanse 5 years ago, and I started putting things back in I tested myself. I didn't even go to the doctors. I started putting fake meats, any reaction I had, I knew exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And it was the wheat, dude.
It's awesome.
Now I don't carry toilet paper with me no more, or baby wipes with me no more. Maybe baby wipes, but not toilet paper. But living in New York was the worst. You can't go to the bathroom anywhere,
Nowhere.
bro. I would have to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna keep it 100 in the subways, dude. Down the end, I shit down there.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, bro, I shit everywhere, dude. Runyon Canyon, everything, man.
Dude, I used to flush the toilets in the bathroom. I would flush them on repeat in the airport. I would flush the toilet like 30 times so nobody could hear me struggling.
Wow.
I was fighting for my life.
Are you a clean freak too, like a germ freak?
I am, but like I'm not that clean.
Yeah.
So like I'm worse because I'm like punk clean, you know? Like I
Baby
will,
white showers, yeah.
I know I'll sit in that van and just be disgusting.
Yeah. Damn, we gotta take care of ourselves as we get older though.
I know. It really is a thing.
So how long are you gluten free now?
Only like maybe 2 months.
Okay, yeah.
So
It's gonna take a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Get everything out of your system.
Mhm.
Wow. That's amazing.
It's nuts.
Well, how do we get on that subject?
I don't
Anyway, I'm trying to
know.
think how the gluten free thing.
Maybe the beer?
No, he
oh,
said-
the
no.
beer thing.
yeah, not
Yeah,
drinking.
the
Yeah,
beer thing.
yeah.
Because not
So-
drinking.
So you've been sober most of your life growing up, like not partying and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I didn't even think I
Was it
had.
because of religion? You think too, the no partying thing, or no?
You know, it could have been. I don't
just being a
think
good
so.
kid for your
yeah,
mom.
like well, you know what? I had some friends like early on, like when we would BMX. I had a bunch of friends like this is like 12, 13, 14,
Okay.
and like a couple of them died from like drug related stuff.
Wow.
You know, like one of them fell out a window. I don't, you know what I
Damn.
mean? No one knows what happened, whatever. And like a bunch of people overdosed, a bunch of people committed suicide.
Damn.
And it was like they used to call my high school heroin high in that time.
Wow.
And like I didn't know, you know, but I knew that there were drugs, and I knew that the people that I really loved and like were biking with, and the people that I grew up with and were showing me about music, the few of them who chose to do drugs, I saw the way that it went, and I just said, I got big dreams. That's not for me. I was like, that's going to get in my way.
Yeah.
And then, so I just like, thank God I did. And same with booze. I just never, I was like, you know what? Maybe that's not for me. Because
Yeah.
I'm busy. I got somewhere to go.
Totally.
You know? And so I never claimed to be like straight edge or anything like that. Because
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I am, but I definitely can see the advantages of, and even now I choose like not to really, I really just don't. I would say I don't want to say I don't drink because I don't want to be a hypocrite if I ever have one in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't drink.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like so.
Well, you never tried weed or nothing like that?
I never
drugs?
smoked weed. I smoked cigarettes when I was a kid, but I quit because
Yeah.
I quit like not that long ago. I thought smoking was cool because that's how I was gonna sound like hot water music and Leatherface. I was like, I gotta smoke.
Or Dickie Barrett.
Yeah, gotta sing like the trusty chords, all this stuff. And
So
then,
you smoked for a long time?
yeah, I smoked for too long, probably. You know.
You do the nicotine patch now?
I
or-
did. No, I do nothing now.
Wow.
But I did the nicotine patch, the gum. I was IV nicotine.
My friend's on all that stuff too, yeah.
Yeah, it works. I doubled up.
So how long you quit smoking for? How long has it been now?
Probably 6 years, 7 years.
Nice. Feel
Yeah.
good?
I feel awesome. And yo, when I stopped drinking and I stopped smoking, the difference now between my voice, I found this whole other voice that I had that
Wow.
wasn't even there, and I didn't even know. And it changed my life. I never lose my voice. Watch tonight. I'll be like, rah, 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 Toby. But
Do you do warm-ups?
no,
What?
I used to do Melissa Cross because of
That's
you.
the homie, dude. I talked to her
know.
today. Damn.
Because I was afraid I was going to lose my voice, but I used to do her warm-ups, and then I would warm up, and then it would never, just nothing happened.
Wow.
So I just said, I'm not doing it.
And you never lost your voice? Fuck
Nah.
it. It works. Something works for you, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And maybe you thought the smoking the cigarettes kind of helped too.
I thought it probably greased it up a little.
I wonder if think about Lemmy too, like if he ever warmed up and stuff like that and how he partied too. And I don't think Dickie Barrett, I'm not going to speak for you, Dickie, but I'm pretty sure I never see him do vocal warm-ups either. Some people just jump on stage and just do it,
Yeah.
dude.
I don't know. I mean, and I also thought that if I had like a thing, like a ritual, that could hinder me from my mood. It could hinder me on stage. Because what if I don't get to do my ritual? What if it gets
miss it.
interrupted? Because, you know, like touring in a van, you're 100% all the time. Anybody
Yeah.
could be, 5 seconds later, like the Kool-Aid man's coming through the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're just like on the toilet trying to like make no sound.
Yeah.
And then some of your best friends like, yo, brother, I brought your mom.
Yeah.
Let's see your balls, like, and then you're just, all right.
No, it's so true.
So if you have no ritual, I'm like big into, I think I like in my mind's worst enemy. I'm in a permanent boxing match with my brain because I like to make myself, I
Like
like to
torture
make
yourself kind of?
a little bit because then I'd have nothing stops me. Because like if I don't have a ritual, then nothing can get in the way.
Yeah, because then if you miss your ritual, you're like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to sing tonight. You're counting on it,
Yeah.
right? Damn. Are you pretty harsh critic of yourself too?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm more beforehand. Like I'm more like a critic where it's like I'll write so many times or like make so many edits. But like after the show's over, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's like, that's done. I can't fix that. I can fix that tomorrow. You know, I'm a big fan of that.
It's crazy. Some people I know, like, they'll watch their set after and like dissect it. I can't even imagine doing that.
I would rather be shot.
There's some real people. There's some people. Some high level. I know Prince did that. Like,
Yep.
Prince would watch all his stuff and critique his stuff. I couldn't just watch my thing I just did 20 minutes ago.
No way.
I'd lose my mind.
Me
dude.
too. I don't read nothing about us. I used to, and I used to watch stuff like
You're
that.
the opposite of Ben.
I'm the opposite. I'll read nothing.
I love that. Same. I love that too, man.
If someone's like, yo, they wrote the best thing, so-and-so said that, I'm like, cool. I'm not seeing it.
Because Ben stays on the Reddit page every day. He's
I
a guest.
know.
I'm like, dude, how do you do that? It's got to fuck with your psyche, good or bad.
It does. He knows it.
Yeah.
He's like, he that stuff affects him.
Which
you know? He's a
inspired the
sensitive
remix of the
guy.
new record.
100%. See?
And I was like, and I respect the fact that he listened to whoever these people are, if they're real or not, and then take it back, the public feedback, and then remix it. And then,
Yeah. And that wasn't even a thing I would have thought about, you know? But it
were
was
you
like,
happy with the mix of that?
Yeah. I was like, this
so
is
was
fun.
he. Yeah.
I'm not a person who understands a lot about that, though.
Yeah.
Like, I go, if I can hear all the drums, and you got to remember, man, you remember, the records we listened to were so bad quality
Yeah, it's true.
that I feel like I remember playing like Legion Hall. You buy some tape from some band in New Hampshire, and you'd be like listening to it over and over again on school bus. You couldn't hear nothing. People screaming. It was recorded in my mom's toilet.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, so I guess I got used to like bad sounding. I mean, I'm from New Jersey, the Misfits.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
the worst sounding records of all time.
Fuck, that's so true.
Best songs, worst sound,
Best songs, dude.
bro. Best
Damn.
songs.
I can say that about Underdog, too. The Vanishing Point. It's a really weird production. I love Underdog, but the
Yeah.
production's interesting.
It's crazy. I don't. Somebody who was like,
Some of those early recordings are pretty crazy and hardcore, but they sound. We love the way they sound, though, right?
Yeah, I do love that.
You know what I mean? Like you're hearing like Siv's voice kind of crack on "Hold Your Ground" or like the first GB 7-inch, but it's just so raw and real. You know what I mean?
know.
I love that.
And like the little quotes like before the things, you know, it was
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah,
Like what?
that's the thing about
Yo,
punk,
sucker,
though.
you got
The
a big mouth.
Yeah.
That one. And they would go Queen style.
Yeah.
And we would try to figure out what is that Queen style.
Bo.
What's he saying?
Yeah.
Bo.
But that's the
so
shit.
cool.
That's what's cool about the hardcore and punk. There was really no like I don't know blueprint to it or
Yeah.
no one style of having it, right?
And it was like you found all these like cool magic words, like you know, like you would find all these new things. Like they would talk about Rancid, would be talking about the tenderloin. I go, what the tenderloin? What's that? You know, and then you'd be like, ooh.
Yeah.
It was just cool, man. To me, it was like you'd
Hate
see these
Street.
movies. Yeah, like I always would dissect the song Hoover Street.
Oh, I was just gonna say that.
Bro.
And Hoover Street's gnarly, dude.
It's one of my favorite. It is my favorite Rancid song,
Great song.
and I still can't make out the lyrics, all of them.
Have you
But I
been to-
try.
Have you been to Hoover Street?
No, I don't think
Hoover
I'm
Street
made
Crips?
for Hoover.
Yeah, Hoover Street. Yeah. Every time I've lived for 20 years, every time I pass or go by, I'm like, I think of Rancid every time, and because I heard that when I lived in New York, I didn't know what that street was.
Yeah.
Then you move out, you see all these things that make sense to the
Yeah.
songs. But
Well,
yeah, that's
even
a great
that though,
song.
the New York stuff. Like I remember when that record came out, I would go. Like I remember living in Hackettstown. There was nowhere to get hair dye, so bless my mom and my stepdad. They drove my ass all the way up to New York City and went to Tish and Snooki's and they bought me hair dye. And I was like, yo, for real?
So Manic Panic or something?
Yeah, like Manic Panic, and I like put it in my hair purple, whatever, and they helped me do it. It was like they were cool.
How old were you then?
I was 12, and it was right when like it was. I think Let's Go was out, so I was just like, yo, I'm like, and I would look at the pictures of everybody and their T-shirts,
Oh yeah.
and then I would try to find the records when I went to the city to like Bleak or Bob's or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'd be quickly having my list of these are the bands I saw on Tim Armstrong's T-shirts.
Fucking crazy.
Or his
dude.
or Lars wrote on his jacket.
Or the thank you
UK
list.
subs.
Yeah.
the thank you list. I remember
Yeah.
that. And then the UK subs would lead me to like the Agnostic Front or something like that. You know, and
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh. So it was like a treasure hunt.
So you're
for me.
12 then? That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what was the first punk? Like who exposed you to punk rock? What was the first thing you heard?
The first thing I heard was BMXing. And this guy Brian Storms, who was one of the best BMX guys, took a handlebar through his kidney at one point. So he had one kidney. But he had the car, and we were out behind Burger King on these jumps, and we would ride our bikes down on all these like man-made jumps. I guess it was a construction site. I'm
Okay.
not sure, but we carved jumps out of him, and he had his car out there one summer, and it was the summer right before high school, and I know this because I went to the orientation at my first high school, and I saw this girl, Erin Gallagher, and I was like, that's the most beautiful girl I ever saw, and it was the first big like girl smashed me with a hammer in the head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I went immediately from that school to the and I was sitting there thinking about like, this girl, I gotta go talk to her on Monday. And this car is blasting out, big city, big city. I still remember hearing it.
Wow.
And I was like, what is this music? I'm like, this is the best band I've ever heard in my life. Somebody's like, Operation Ivy. It took me 6 months to get that CD from the wall.
The wall. I remember
in
the
the
wall.
mall.
Yeah, in the mall.
I had to order it because I lived, there was
Damn.
the Rockaway Mall. That's all I had.
Yeah.
There was nothing, no record store. And I had to wait a month for it to come. And it finally came. They called me up, your record's here. Then I had to wait another like 2 weeks for my mom to drive me up there and pay the $10.
Isn't that crazy, dude?
Dude, and it was worth every
Is that
second.
with sound systems on there too?
Yeah. And it was
Banger.
the compilation with the guy jumping on the
Oh,
front.
yeah.
So I had all the songs, like Big City was on there.
Damn.
I'm going to blank on it now, but. And then again, looking at the t-shirts and the thank yous. So I'm not sure if it was, I don't know if 15 or one of those bands was in there, or maybe Jawbreaker, somebody.
Yeah.
But it was like, I don't know. There was like a lot of that, that era of music. But I think I had Let's Go first, and then I had Operation Ivy. But then when Out Came the Wolves came out, that thank lists and all the people they would talk about, I was like, wait, in New York? I was like, dude, I can get to New York. I'll just take the path.
Yeah, man.
And that just kicked open everything. Like Coney Island High, all those. I was like, dude,
yeah,
I'm home.
Yeah, because we first met Rancid at City Gardens when I was with Sick of It All.
Yeah.
That was like the first like New York hardcore Rancid Connect was that.
In Newark, right?
Yeah, around that time when they first played out there. That was the first time.
Or Jersey City was City Gardens?
I don't know. It was a wild place. It was sick though.
I wasn't allowed to go there.
Oh, you weren't?
I wasn't allowed to go there, and I wasn't allowed to go to the Pipeline. Those are the two places I wasn't.
Pipeline was Newark, right?
Yeah.
It was a little sketch back then, dude. It was a little sketch. I get it. Yeah. So where were you allowed to go? What venues could you go to?
I could go every once in a while. I was allowed to go to the Stone Pony.
Okay.
And like, so I
that
would
was
see
legit security, well lit. It was
yeah. And like, I could
Sketchy,
see it was real sketchy at that time.
That part was gnarly back then.
I wasn't allowed to go on the beach when I was a kid because there was needles.
Yeah, it's true.
My mom would be like, you can't go. Then we would go down to like, somewhere else.
It's so nice now though, right?
Now it's beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so cool.
Yeah. It's awesome.
I thought it was destined to be this like a weird place forever. I'm glad it like flipped,
It's coming. It's been like, good.
So the Pipeline. Okay, so Rancid. Then you get the record, checking all the thank you. Okay, Out Come the Wolves.
Yeah.
Incredible album, dude.
Incredible. Changed my whole life.
Damn.
And all this stuff was like at the same time, because I think like so many good records came out right at that time. Like
that was like the year kind of punk broke, right? 94, 95.
Yeah. Green Day,
Offspring, Rancid, NoFX.
Mm-hmm. And so I think someone showed me NoFX at some point, Punk and Drublick, and I was like, all right, this is cool, but I definitely knew that was a different thing than what I had been liking.
Yeah.
Which was weird because no one told me. There was no scene like...
Yeah.
I think it was me and then a couple of like these really old, like, or not old, but like they were in their 20s and I was like 13, and they were like, they used to be skinheads, but then they were that sharp thing.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And then so I remember because they had it written in white pen on their flight jacket.
Sharp skins, yeah.
Yeah. And like, I remember they were hanging out with a couple punks, and that was the first group who I ever found that I was like, all right, these kids are going to be my guide. I'm going to figure out how to get in here. So I go into the McDonald's or whatever, and I had recently dyed hair with my mohawk that I just gave myself, and that did not happen. They proceeded to pretty much beat me up.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I got beat up.
What?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 12, maybe 13.
No way. Like they beat the shit out of you.
Well, one or two of them did. Yeah. And like, not all of them. Yeah, a couple of the other guys were like, yo, leave him alone. He's just trying to figure it out.
Well, why they fuck with you? They said you're...
Because they were just like, you're a poser. They're like, you're a poser, and you're not into it. And they're like, name the bands you like. And I remember being like, Rancid. And they were like, Rancid's not a punk band. Pow. And I was like, what? Like, pow, right? I just got...
It's like a movie, dude.
I know. The toughest thing about me is I know how to get hit. That's it.
Fuck, man. Isn't it crazy they won't be like, hey, you know what, kid, we're going to teach you some things. Sit down, we'll talk to you.
Well, there was a couple of the older ones that did. Yeah. And then like, so when that happened, I guess this was like a weird, like, I mean, kids, psychologically, this was damaging, I'll tell you. But when we were kids, it was, wild.
Yeah.
I came back the next day or two, same mohawk. And I was like, I sat down and I was like, yo, F you guys, man. I'm like, I'm not changing. Like, you kick my ass again, but
Awesome.
I'm like, you know what? I was like, this time I'm going to try to hit you back. And I'm like, I'm figuring out who I am, and I'm not letting my music go because of you.
It's amazing, dude.
I don't know where I got that sense of self. Because you got to understand, I was alone.
Yeah.
No brothers. I had no friend. I had a couple friends, like skateboarders and BMX kids. But those kids were all scared of these kids too, because these are big people. Giant, you know.
How much older were they, you think?
They had to be 19, and I was probably like 17.
Damn, okay.
But it was brutal, and they were punk, the alien sex fiend, like crazy punks, you know?
Did they have some respect for you after that? When
yeah,
you said it
they did. And
wow.
I'll tell you what, they never did it again. And they gave me some records, and I didn't even know at that age that that's what I had to do. I was just so desperate to be among other people that had my same music, that I was willing to get my
Find your
butt
tribe.
kicked.
Yeah.
I was like willing to get, I was like, all right, if this is what I have to do, I was like, this is probably only going to last for a couple weeks and then they'll get bored. So I'm like, I think I could take a couple weeks, because I was a BMX guy, you know, I like smashed up my face, everything, my teeth were gone. You know, it was like, these are all fake.
Oh, they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So like everything, you know, broken, cracked here and there. And like, it's just, I don't know. I'm not trying to say I wasn't scared. I was absolutely terrified. I would be shaking walking up there.
Yeah.
You know, but I knew that I had to, maybe that's what they were doing. And it turned out I was right. And they took me in after that.
That's amazing,
and
man.
they taught me a lot of stuff. And then they showed me their friends. And then the initial group faded away. Like they moved away or whatever, like of the punk kids, and then these other two, this like really nice guy named Eric and his wife Regina, and they taught me a lot, like a lot of.
They bring you to shows and stuff too.
Yeah, they would like show me where they give me flyers, and they'd be like,
Damn.
"Yo, here's this is the spot. If you're gonna go to this," I'd be like, "Yo, my parents said they'd take me to the city in 2 weeks. Where do I go?" They'd be like, "You got to go here, here, here," and they tell me about like all the Two Tone or whatever.
Oh yeah,
and Maxwell's, and that's how I found out about
Maxwell's in
that.
Hoboken. That's right.
So that's how I found out about
That's
like
super
Coney
cool,
Island
though,
High
man.
on a flyer.
Too. Did you skateboard too? Or no.
Yeah, a little bit, but I was never good at it. Like I would always I would end up.
There was like some weird BMX skateboard thing too back then too. It was so stupid.
But we were all when you have no one, because like you guys are in Manhattan or yeah. So like we were stuck kind of like with the like having nowhere and nothing. So like we were much less picky about who we hung out with.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think there might have even been a set of rollerblades once in a while. We'd be like when I heard the Bouncing Souls, I'd be like, yo, sorry about that.
Oh my God, dude. Were you like, did you want to be a professional BMXer? Is that like a goal?
I did, yeah.
Were you good?
I was not good.
Okay.
I was good enough because I would kept doing it.
Yeah.
Like, but there were a couple friends of ours who were like, they were going pro. And they, and like, I don't know what happened to them, whether they did racing or whatever, but.
And how long did you end up BMXing for? Like,
from all the way through, from like probably 10 to 18, 19. That's
awesome.
20. Like I loved it.
Damn.
Because it was our main transportation too.
Yeah.
So.
Damn. And how were you in high school? How was that for you?
I was quiet. I was like the music guy. I had long hair and like I wanted to be Kurt Cobain. Okay.
Do you have good grades and stuff like that?
Not really. Like I got kicked out of my high school my freshman year for just like not showing up and like being kind of like just a deviant. Like I was.
Was your mom pissed?
Not happy. They were not happy. I went to an alternative high school.
Okay.
That was the day where I knew if I did not straighten my life out, I was going to be like my stepdad was going to have me hanging outside somewhere.
Damn.
So I got scared.
Okay.
I was like, it was either. This was the last step before like military school or something.
Shit.
So I went to school.
Boarding school, yeah.
Yeah, like the school that I went to, like the alternative high school, was with like crazy people.
Okay.
And like that's where I took a lot of beatings and like stuff like that.
Fuck.
And like it was hard because those kids, like, I gotta say, like I was a sensitive kid, but I was surrounded by very, very hard people who were not sensitive, and I was scared. So a lot of my friends, like I would go through these things like getting beat up for whatever from the music because I knew that if they were my friends, I couldn't get beat up more. You know what I mean? Because it was weird. And like back then, you did the football team. I was telling you before, like they would drive by, see you with a mohawk, and they'd call you the F word and throw a can, and they'd hit you in the head with a can, and like a full frozen beer can. It'd give you stitches.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And like, I don't even know. Like one time, the worst I ever got it was like, I don't know if this is like, should we talk about?
Yeah, okay. Man, let's go.
some kid put me in a refrigerator box that I was like using outside, right? I was using it outside trying to make my little fort. And this kid, him and his boy were like, oh yeah, show us your, and I was like, all right, cool. I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming.
Because you're a nice kid, man.
And they jumped on the top of the thing, and like every time I would try to get out, they would throw like these big cinder blocks on the top of the thing.
I'd be freaking out.
I was
dude.
dying, dude. I was crying, and like
I'd be freaking out.
I think I was 10. And like
that's traumatic, man.
Dude, it was mad traumatic. And then my grandmother came out. She heard them doing it, came out, and she was like an old Polish lady. She was ready to murder them. And like they ran. And I came in crying. I was all beat up. And like it was, I don't know. Like
how long you in there for, you think?
Bro, I think like an hour. What? Like it was a long time. Like
that was a couple minutes. It felt like an hour.
No. It was an hour. I was in there. Like I was in there so long that I was like, maybe if my mom comes home, I'll get out of here.
Bro, I'd be fucking losing it. I get claustrophobic.
Dude, me too. But like the 80s is like different. It was a different time. Like you remember New York? You couldn't go to like scary. New York was scary.
Totally scary, yeah.
Yeah. So like New Jersey wasn't as scary as New York, but it wasn't nice either. You know, and now like these towns like Red Bank and all this, they're like rich people go there. Yeah. And I'm always looking around like, what? Like, no, dude, this guy, there was crack here. You could buy crack there. Yeah. And like, you know, you go to the park or whatever and be like, that's where, you got kicked in the face by like Timmy, like,
it's true. I mean, Thompson Square Park and all the other side stuff's so different now, man, too. It's crazy, which is great, but it's just like.
Sure. I don't want that now. And I don't want that for my kids.
No, I know.
You know?
Damn, dude.
It was nuts.
So that school, you graduated from school or no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, so the second year that I was there, because like, and I don't know if they like slowed down the curriculum or whatever. I know it was like the minimum state requirements, but you were allowed to smoke between classes. Like it was definitely, I mean, if somebody wasn't pregnant in the school that year, you were not doing well.
Damn.
Like there's people, the cops were there all the time. People go to jail. They went to rehab. People died. It was crazy. People joined the army. That was the other big thing. The recruiters would come to the school. Mm-hmm. So I, somehow made it through that first year. And then it was the closest thing I've ever been to like a juvenile detention place. Like it was like that. And my homeschool said, okay, now you got good grades here. You could come back if you want. Yeah. But by that time I had learned how to maneuver in the wasp nest. I was like, I'm staying here, man. Because it's almost like the guys who tell you when they go to jail and they don't want to be out.
Yeah, for sure.
Once you learn a system like that, because then I'd have to go back to what my high school was, which was like 3,000 kids that I didn't know who all wanted to kill me.
Yeah.
And I was like, no thanks. I'll stay here with the freaks.
It's like you're being general population.
Yeah.
Gen pop, yeah.
It's like, I'd rather stay here with these guys. At least I understand like the rules. There's rules in hardcore,
Yeah.
It's like
solitary confinement.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy, man.
I know. It was weird.
And so what were your goals when you graduated?
I wanted to be a musician. I wanted to get out.
Were you playing music at that point?
Yeah, I was like writing, like trying to write songs. Basically, just sounded like Rancid.
Okay.
And
just playing songs in your room and stuff. Playing along to music.
Like I had a guitar and my parents got me lessons.
Yeah.
So I was like learning all the songs that I liked. So I would I had this great teacher who would just be like, do you want to learn like the Eddie Van Halen? I was like, nah, Eddie Van Halen sucks. I was like, here's the Ramones. Check this out. How do I play Bonzo Goes to Bitburg? And he'd be like, all right, cool. And then it was funny. I always liked the Dee Dee songs. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's just like Poison Heart and all that. I like, the ones I'm supposed to like. I don't
like the Dee Dee rap record?
I don't.
Okay.
Wait, Dee Dee King?
That was wild, dude.
I know, that was wild. That was
respect.
Really wild.
At least he tried.
Of course.
Rest in peace. So you're just playing along to punk songs.
So I got into that and then somehow got into like the like Jim Carroll and like the poetry.
Oh yeah.
And like that kind of thing. And then it led into I guess the Replacements led into Jim Carroll. So like once I found my mom's friend at her work was a younger woman who was like 21 and I was like 13 or 14 and she had found out that from my mom that I was starting to listen to like punk music.
Yeah.
And so she made me a mixtape with like The Cure and the Replacements and the Smiths and Susie and the Banshees.
Amazing.
And all this like left of center punk stuff.
Totally.
And then Jam. And then I was like, I have found my tribe. That's it.
Gotcha.
And I knew that like this rock and roll Bruce Springsteen mixed with the punk, that was me.
Yeah.
And this was before like that was a thing. Mm-hmm. Like there was no like Lucero kind of band. Like I didn't know about Leatherface or any of that yet.
Okay.
So it was like just it was a new thing to me in my head. I was like,
Mhm.
oh, you can have good songs, but still be in a punk band.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is great.
Yeah, you said the Jam too. They're an underrated band that
Big
we
time.
talked about. We talked about before. Buzzcocks too, and a lot of the English stuff you like. Yeah.
Well, it was funny because the choice songs that this woman put on that cassette tape. I remember that cassette tape. I drew all over it. It had from the Replacements. I had Unsatisfied, Cruella de Vil, and Androgynous, and that was the song she picked for me. And then the Smiths, she had Reel Around the Fountain, How Soon Is Now, and like Girlfriend in a Coma. Like not your average choices.
Totally.
And in The Cure, it was like In Between Days and like it was really left to center stuff. So I was like coming into these bands like, oh, and I was and that's Entertainment by the Jam. And
Okay,
that song, that changed my life.
Incredible song, man. Damn. Then you heard the Specials, all that stuff, right? Yeah.
I got into the Specials, and then they had the cassette that I had was like Sam Goody, so it was like the English beat, even though I guess it was just the beat in England.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all those bands, and then it led into ska bands, and then like some of these older skinhead guys, they were like, oh, you know about like Desmond Decker, and like I'd be like, Desmond Decker, yeah, Lars talks about him,
yeah.
you know, and they'd be like, check it out. I'd be like, ooh.
Got you.
And I really liked the you know, like the echo. I was like, yo, the Clash. I was like, I'm in.
Yeah, dude.
So
also Rancid too. Big Clash fans. We know that, you know.
And even with the Clash, like Somebody Got Murdered and Straight to Hell were the first two songs. But the first song, White Man and Hammersmith Palais. As soon as I heard that harmonica, I was like, I'm in. Same with Gorilla Biscuits.
The harmonica.
I heard the harmonica and I was like, this is like Bruce, I'm in.
Dude, that's crazy. You're right.
Yeah, on Start Today.
Yeah, then pianos and stuff and other bands that have pianos.
It's cool.
That is cool, man.
I just loved
Putting
it.
that in punk music too, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I was thinking about that now because you know the band Speed. You heard of them?
No.
They're from Australia, like a huge hardcore band. And their singer's like a flute teacher. These guys are like the hardest, nicest, big hardcore band from Australia. They're worldwide massive now. And like in great shape dudes, like these kids, and they're fucking, but he comes on stage and he plays a flute before one of the songs. People are moshing while he's playing this flute. And it's so cool to see that in like hardcore. It's other kind of instruments,
like
you
that,
know?
It's like that band Brat that's out now.
Oh,
She comes out and does like the pop songs and then they go into like the heaviest song ever. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Damn. So now you graduated, you just want to do music. So like, are you working a job?
Yeah. I'm doing like construction.
Okay.
Like, you know, any kind of like labor.
Okay.
I'm a mule. Just do it. That's what I call myself to the kids at home. I go, I'm the mule. Just dump it on me.
Can you build? Are you good? You can build a handyman?
No, I'm terrible at it.
Okay.
But I was working with like Dave Franklin from Vision.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Wow.
So like between. Oh no, that wasn't. This was like R.I.P. But that was like much later.
Okay.
But out of school, I was doing like painting, random construction, and stuff like that.
Didn't you have like a group called No Release or something?
Yeah.
And that was
it wasn't really a group. It was like,
was that like in high school?
Yeah, that was like me in high school playing acoustic guitar punk songs.
The coffee house sessions.
In the coffee houses. So
Okay,
I was like in New Brunswick at like Joe, you know, like I went to all the open mics.
Okay.
That's where I learned everything I know.
Really?
Uh-huh. Because I would go to random open mics and just play like punk songs, and people would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I had like mohawk and like leather jacket with, like all the most gross stuff written everywhere, you know, and like, and like we went to, dude, do you remember Zipper Heads?
Yeah.
In New Hope.
Okay.
So we would say $5, $10, and buy a 25 pack of spikes for our leather jackets and stick them that we bought at the mall.
That's amazing, dude.
Dude, it was awful. I looked like a clown. But because I couldn't afford bondage pants, so I bought pajamas. And I sewed I would go to Joann Fabrics and buy like rings, anything I could find, key rings, whatever, patches. I would cut holes in them and sew them on. I was in.
That's sick, though.
For life.
That's super DIY. I love that, man.
No, I really loved it. I gotta say that.
What was your first punk show?
My first real punk show
or concert? Would you go to a concert first and then to a punk show?
Yeah, my first show that my parents took me to, they were like, "We'll take you to a concert. What do you want to see?" It was when I was 12, and it was when Motley Crue had the other singer, and they were like, "Yo, come see Motley Crue," but the show got canceled because I guess like it wasn't selling or people didn't like it or whatever. So it got canceled. And so they said, you got to pick another show. So I looked on the flyer and the only band I recognized was Depeche Mode. And I was like, I'm going to go see Depeche Mode.
Sick.
I had no idea what this band was.
Wow.
I went there. Oh my God. I lost it. I was like, there's boobies and my mom's sitting next to me on a big screen, but the music was killing me. I was loving it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Are you still the fan today?
Huge fan.
That's incredible.
So I went to the store the next day and bought the live Depeche Mode 101.
Okay.
I was a big greatest hits guy.
Okay.
Because then I wanted the most music at once.
Okay.
Give me the
I love
B-sides. And I always had a hunger for B-sides.
Hmm.
I don't know why. I think it's because so back up a little bit, but right around this time actually, after the Depeche Mode thing, I went to the only record store in Hackettstown, New Jersey called Sound Effects Records. And this is why stores are important. Because I was looking around dressed up like I looked like a costumed freak. Like I looked like an absolute fool. Like if the Casualties had seen me, they would have killed me. I was trying to be like Jake Casualty so bad.
Shout out to Jake Casualty.
Yeah, shout out Jake. And
wow.
And like I went to this store and I was looking around and I'm like, Rancid, like the Jam. And then the guy behind the counter was like, what are you looking for? And I said, I'm kind of getting into punk and I'm trying to find like punk stuff. And he was like this cool guy, like hippie, right? Like stunk of weed. And I was like, nah, this isn't for me. And then he was like, he looked over at his friend who was they were just talking over the counter. So he was behind the counter and a friend was in the front. And he's like, you got $5? And the friend's like, yeah, for what? Here. And then he goes, we're going to get this kid a record. And they put it in the $5 each, and they pulled out the English UK version of the Clash's CD, green cover.
Wow.
And they're like, here you go. And they
That's
said,
incredible, man.
yeah. Like, I got chills telling you this.
Yeah.
And like, I
Game
got
changer.
home, ran home. And I was like, because I knew it was important. I knew whatever it was important. And I put it, because I was looking at the cover, and I was like, this is everything. And I put it in, and for some reason, I got to White Man and Hammersmith Palais like pretty quick.
Yeah.
And I remember it was track 6 on that CD.
Okay.
So maybe I played that first. I don't know. I might have liked the title.
Yeah.
And when I heard it, I remember listening to it like 1 million times, and the whole world exploded. And I was just like, I know what I'm doing for the rest of my life. I was like, I'm going to be Joe Strummer. That's it.
Yeah.
I didn't know who Joe Strummer was, but I wanted to be Joe Strummer.
How old were you then?
I was probably 13 or 14.
Damn. Dude.
Yeah. It was nuts.
So young, too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So the Clash was everything, obviously.
Everything to me. And once I knew the Clash, and then I got the T-shirt of that cover with it. It's just the 3 of them.
Yeah.
You know, like I guess Topper wasn't in the band yet,
Mm-hmm.
and they were just standing on the cover in the suits with the like patches, and I was like, that's it. I'm dressing like this. And then like the whole thing changed, and I went into more of like a punk I wasn't ever like a mod or anything.
Yeah.
I didn't have any money, so I was like a punk. Like I would just make everything mixed up, everything. You know, I had like the flight jacket and the leather jacket, and the fake whatever the other one was that they wore. But I was just like, I had the budget version of all of it, but I was feeling it.
Damn.
I got some white, remember the white and black Doc Martens?
Oh, yeah. That's what they rocked.
Yeah. And I got my first pair of Doc Martens in the city. I had to save up for like 2-3 months to get the $100 or whatever dollars they were.
They were expensive. But...
They were really expensive, and
yeah.
you could not get them. So when I got my first pair of red 3-hole Docs, I was like,
you got Oxbloods?
yeah.
Sick.
And I was like, yo, check my socks out, you know, because I had like, fortunately for me, my parents bought me like, you know, Dickies chinos or whatever.
Nice.
Like, and that's just what they had.
Yeah.
And they were too short. So I was like by accident in style.
That's crazy.
It was really cool. Like my socks sticking out, and I was like, yo, check me out.
That's how people rock them now too.
Dude, and I'm in the jam. And I had short hair because that's like, you know, at the time, it was just whatever you could dye. But then when you had a mohawk, you were mixing up stuff in your kitchen, like eggs, glue, everything.
Gluten shit.
Trying to mess up your hair.
Jello.
And
gelatin.
then it would fall out.
Yeah.
So you have to shave your head. And then you go back, start over again.
What was your mom thinking about all the different like styles of your...
She said, at least you're not on drugs.
Yeah.
She said, you know what? She said, you come home when I tell you to, at the time that I tell you to, you're respectful to me, and you're not on drugs.
It's amazing, man.
And I was like, cool.
Damn.
I never got in trouble for being in a fight, nothing.
Was there any pressure once you graduated to do something like a normal job or anything? Or no?
No, I mean, like I was going to go to school for fashion.
Okay.
I would desperately wanted to go because
FIT or something?
Yeah, I actually went to the orientation.
Oh, wow.
And then,
That's crazy.
Well, I wanted to be a comic book artist.
That's where Tim Henson went.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I wanted to go. I didn't get to go.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. Tim went there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to talk to him. Next time I see him at the Stone Pony, I'll be like, yo, dude.
Yeah,
you went there? Tell me about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
That's crazy, man.
So like,
what kind of fashion? Just like whatever?
Like just whatever. I mean, I was going to try and do like runway fashion. I was like going to really go for it. But
yeah.
Because like I'd spent so much time making my own stuff that I was like, I really learned a lot.
That's so crazy.
It's nuts.
Going to Joanne's Fabrics and getting shit.
And then like, God forbid, like we would steal like some safety pin packs from Joanne Fabrics. So sorry, Joanne.
That's okay.
I might owe you a couple.
Oh yeah, they went out of business recently, I think.
It's probably from me. All the safety
20,
pins.
30 years to go out of business.
Yeah, it took a long time. And then, we would get the suspenders.
Suspenders were so important.
Bro, the tiny ones, the braces.
The
and we would have them going across, down, hanging down.
Oh, yeah,
like the punks. Because I was always like too chubby to wear them up. Because I always thought they made me look like I had boobs. You know what I mean? So,
but hanging them down was just as cool, though.
Yeah. Except for
you ever bleach your jeans or anything?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, everything.
That was so sick, bleaching your jeans.
It was the best.
It's very England skin style. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll up your freaking jeans with your boots.
Yeah.
Be careful what laces you wear in your docks.
I remember
that shit, dude.
That was a big thing.
Red or white, all that shit, dude.
I always used to keep them not black, just keep them neutral.
Yeah,
whatever.
Dude. Damn, you were fully in it, man.
I was in it.
So you dressing like that when you graduated too, and like working jobs dressing like that?
Yeah, I had by the time I graduated high school, I probably looked more like Social Distortion. So all of this leaded into that.
You love Social D too?
I loved Social D.
Me too, man. Mike Ness is the fucking king, bro.
Absolutely.
He's the Elvis of punk for
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
When I saw the video for Story of My Life, I was probably 15. And I remember being so sick of all the like Nirvana and Guns N' Roses. And I was so sick of it. And then I saw Story of My Life and I was like, dude, this is just a further continuation of the Jam and the Clash. I'm in.
Fully, dude.
Yeah. And then like Johnny Cash and Bruce Springsteen.
All combined.
I know. I was like, I'm in. This is my guy.
What a legend, man. Shout out to Social Distortion, who don't get enough props either, man. Like all their records, dude.
100%. I got my first Bouncing Souls tattoo. That was my first tattoo because I wanted tattoos to look like Mike Ness.
Wow.
I was like, Mike Ness is the epitome of cool. Everybody's like, they like the Gaslight Anthem likes 50s stuff because of Bruce Springsteen in New Jersey. And The Sopranos. I'm like, nah, bro, it's because of Mike Ness.
Do you remember when Mike Ness got that car across his belly, that Merc, that lowrider thing, dude? Always so nice. We opened up for them on the White Lights, White Heat tour.
Yeah.
It was so fun hanging out with him, dude. Yeah, 96.
That was scary, though, for us. I was in the audience. I was a kid,
wow.
96, I was 16.
Damn.
So I probably saw you guys at, like, Roseland or something.
Yeah, Roseland. That's where the show was. Yeah.
And, like, it was, it was nuts. Like, that was like, for me, seeing, like, The Who or the Beatles. I was like, wow. These are rock stars.
That was a crazy show, Roseland, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
And you guys always had it all together. Like, you guys looked so cool, all of them. Everybody. Like,
Thank you.
Even like No Effects, they had their thing.
Yeah.
And they looked together. So cool.
We always rocked like the I can't say the word anymore. A tank top, a white tank top. No, can't say the word anymore, I guess.
That was your thing. I remember that.
Yeah, Dickie cut off shorts and all that shit. Yeah.
I wore all that because of you.
Yeah,
and the white T-shirts and the Dickies, that was all because of you guys.
That's wild.
Looking at the covers and like being like, but it was inspiring as a kid seeing another guy who's like straight edge though, and not like a guy who I viewed as cool as anyone else. And I'm like, because like most people who do like, I don't drink because I'm and they're like, they were nerdy back then.
Yeah.
That wasn't cool, but you were cool. And like Ian was cool.
Thank you,
like,
man.
that was like really, you need a hero to look up to when you're, sometimes like when your friends are making fun of you.
Yeah.
And you got to be like, I don't care what you say. This guy's way cooler than you losers.
Yeah.
And like, he doesn't do it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's cool.
That's wild.
Yeah. So thanks.
Thank you. I remember being in the Time Bomb video. I'm in the Time Bomb video, right?
That's dude. That's where
because I rocked that style in there. Yeah.
That's where I would get all my ideas, and from Ever Ready, like that video with everybody in it.
Yeah,
I would get all my ideas. I gotta get one of them jackets.
That's so crazy, man. But the Time Bomb video was a game changer to be in that. Just changed my life in a sense. I don't know. It was really turned into be a big song and a big video.
Yeah,
that was a crazy moment.
But that was like,
because I just went there to hang out. Like, yo, you want to be the Time Bomb? I'm like, I don't have a black coat or white shoes or black hat. And there was a guy that showed up with all that, and he was like an extra that tried out, and they're like, "Now we use Toby," and they put me in. They paid me. It was crazy.
Dude, that's awesome.
That was a crazy day. It was like right next to ABC No Rio. It was a crazy
ABC
day.
No Rio,
Yeah.
I remember that.
That was funny because there were a bunch of punks like protesting Rancid for being like making a video, and then by the end of the day, all those kids were in the video as extras.
Oh, that's
they took
cool.
that money, but they want to be in it. It's
they
interesting.
did.
Yeah.
They took the money.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
nah, that sucks. Never mind. Come
Maybe,
on, see?
maybe.
Everybody changes when you put the green out.
I know, but that was just like that was a crazy time in New York in the early '90s and hanging out Rancid and all that stuff, dude. You know?
Yeah, I think that's what also that whole thing about like the sellout thing at that time.
Oh
was
yeah,
big.
huge,
And
dude.
like when we were coming up, even though we came up at a very DIY scene, we would always be like, "Nah, bro, like, we want to be as big as Rolling Stones." Like,
Yeah,
I might not want to be the Rolling Stones, but I want to be as big as the Rolling Stones.
yeah,
You know, because like for really, really poor kids, you know,
Yeah.
from New Jersey New Jersey sucks because it's not like I love New Jersey and it's my favorite place on the whole earth. And I think honestly, it's God's favorite state,
Mhm.
but it also is in the shadow of these like Philadelphia, New York City,
Yeah.
Boston, like Baltimore, you know, these massive, like important world cities.
yeah,
And like, it's just you're just passing through.
yeah.
It's
Do you feel like you have to work harder and prove yourself more coming out of New Jersey?
I think so, because
Yeah.
like nobody would respect you, especially not in New York. No one respected you. Like
Mhm.
no one was like, "Oh, you guys are legit. We'll give you a chance." They would just be like, "What, New Jersey? Nah."
Yeah,
You know,
it's so
and
weird.
It is, but
There's so many great artists from New Jersey, man.
no
Hip-hop,
cool ones
too.
at that time.
Yeah,
You
a
know,
lot
like
of sick hip hop though. Redman, Naughty by Nature, Queen Latifah,
Fugees.
Fuji.
Yeah.
So much back then, you know.
Well, you know, I found out about No Woman No Cry from the Fugees.
Really?
Yeah, like I didn't know about Marley,
That's amazing.
but then again, I went back and bought the record, the compilation with all the other
Damn.
songs, and that's how I was like, I'm in. So thank you, Wyclef.
That's crazy.
Thank you, Lauren.
That's amazing. I forgot she's
Yeah.
from New Jersey, man.
Yeah.
So you start playing in another band when you graduate. Is Amping Copper a band?
Yeah, and Pink Copper.
And
That
that's
was
like that's before.
before Gaslight.
Yeah.
Yeah, right before.
That's like 2000.
Uh-huh. And we were
Is that your
like,
first like band?
yeah, it was like the first band that like was like seriously
And recording,
right.
put out
like,
EP and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, we put
Yeah.
out an EP and like we would try to go out of state, you know?
Okay.
So like that was the big, but that was like the culmination of you make a couple missteps when you're doing things like you're just like looking for bands' music, you know, off of thanks lists and
Totally.
t-shirts.
Totally.
So, you know, there's a lot of stuff that I would collect that I'd be like, this isn't for me. But I did come across a lot of crazy stuff with that emo scene. So that first emo scene of like, you know, like Captain Jazz, Texas Is the Reason, those early bands.
Yeah.
I was like, this is cool. Like this is like Hot Water, but like quieter. But I'm like, this is for me. I can get with this.
At the drive-ins. That thing?
Yeah, and like Cave In and not
yeah.
Cave In, but Cave In was like too heavy for me. That scared me.
Mm.
It's like, you know what I mean? I was like scared. I thought that was
Maybe it was Texas the Reason back then.
Texas
one of
Is
the
the
main
Reason.
ones. Yeah.
You know, that was like one of the main ones. Cross My Heart. That was the one.
Okay.
They were Jersey, I think.
Okay.
But like all them Delaware, Maryland bands, like the real cool, you know, and then the Midwest stuff, like the Get Up Kids, 4 Minute
that's
Mile,
right.
and the Woods.
Saves the Day though.
Saves
That's
the Day.
Jersey.
Yeah. So all that
Love
stuff,
Saves the
like,
Day.
dude, love it.
Amazing
Love
records, man.
Dude, really
So they
good.
came up around that time too. Maybe I'm not
They were
sure.
before us, yeah.
Okay, before, yeah.
And then like Amy Copper was also around that time that like the trio was massive. Like what was it?
Oh, Alkaline Trio,
The
yeah.
third record with where they're all like From Here to Infirmary or whatever.
Maybe, yeah.
That one, like the big one, whatever the big one was.
Okay.
That was around, and like the Plea for Peace tour
Okay.
was going through, Warped Tour.
Oh, Warped Tour, yeah.
So like any of those bands, we were just like, oh yeah, dude, but like Good Charlotte,
Yeah.
everybody. We were like, I didn't
Good
care.
Charlotte.
Kick Murphys, what did I care?
yeah.
You know, I was
You
just
absorbing,
into it.
taking it all in. Yeah,
I was
yeah,
taking everything in. I mean, dude, I heard a song. There was like a track like 8 on one of the Good Charlotte albums, and I was like, this is like one of the best Bruce Springsteen songs I ever heard.
Back then?
Yeah. Like
Wow.
if it was done in a different production, it
Yeah.
would be I'm like, I thought they were like phenomenal songwriters.
They had some songs, man.
Yeah. Like all of those bands were just like so good at that era.
Newfound Glory
Yeah.
back then. The Ataris.
You know what's funny? I got a story about Newfound Glory. It's really fun.
Tell me.
So I was on tour filling in for this band called Lanemeyer, and they were like a pop punk, really pop punk, not my thing. But I was like, you know, and I was like Mr. Jawbreaker and American Steel and Leatherface and Hot Water. I was like, bearded. I didn't know what deodorant was. I was like, when I say bearded, I was trying to grow a beard. It was like more like a cat's fur.
Okay.
Like that had been shaved.
Yeah.
So I was trying to be like, like I'm a lumberjack now and I got a roofing job like an idiot, sunburned like a lobster. Like I was such an idiot. I just was desperately seeking some sort of approval from like the music gods of the dad I didn't have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I just so bad wanted to be somebody else.
Yeah.
So that I could like be valid. And I would go. So like we were in that time and I was like with this band called Laymire and they were kind of like, they went on tour and they said, our singer and guitar player quit. Would you play guitar for us? We're going on tour with the Lawrence Arms. And I was like, hell yes. Because the Broadways and slapstick, I was like, yes, I'm in. And so I became like, I had my sights set on Brendan. I was like, I'm going to be your best friend. And, and all those guys, we did. But like during that time, it was, I forget what I was trying to tell you.
Newfound Glory.
So we get out to LA with these guys. And it was with the Ghost who became the Wonder Years. Not the new Wonder Years, the other Wonder Years back in the 90s. And we play, and Newfound Glory is headlining this show out here in California. And we're playing like this venue. It's in a proper venue. I'm like, this isn't a kid's house. I might get to sleep in a hotel. I'm psyched. There's a bathroom with a door.
Yeah.
I'm like, this venue rules. So we go, and then I got so under my black tattoos is punk tattoos from forever ago.
Really?
Yeah. And so like I had this giant 7-inch cover of Shai Hulud.
Wow. Chad's old band.
Yeah.
No way, dude.
No idea that it was, you can find pictures of it. Yeah, on the internet. But I had no idea that was Chad's band. So they're like, oh, you got the stupid tattoo. You got that stupid tattoo. Oh, everybody's making fun of me, right? So like one of the guys who's not in the band anymore, he was cracking on me. And then like, one of the other guys was cracking on me. There's two of them. And then the other guys were like, nah, it's cool. Like Jordan was like, nah, it's cool. So then Chad walks in and he goes, shut the fuck up. He goes, that's my old band. And I went, what? And he goes, I sang for that band.
Yeah.
And I go, I like didn't care how I was like, bro, you and a couple other bands might have saved my life.
That's incredible, man.
Right. And he was like, are you serious? Like he was really taken aback.
I love it.
And I showed him the tattoo and he was like, I've never seen, this was early Newfound Glory days.
Yeah.
Like they were big, but they weren't like, and he was so cool to me. And he told like the other two, shut the fuck up. Yeah. And they were, and I was like,
beautiful moment for him
dude,
too.
Like, thank you.
That's sick, man.
And that's really like the only thing I know about Chad. So I only know, I've only seen him a couple times because he's friends with Alex, but like that's all I know.
That's
but it was
crazy,
pretty cool.
Man. I just found a couple years ago that Shiley was from Dune. I didn't realize the connections from Dune.
It's comic nerds.
Are you a Dune fan?
I mean, I'm not, but I'm not one.
Yeah. I became one because my friends and I went to the movies, saw both the premieres and went and saw the movie. Then I understood it and asked all these questions. And I was like, oh my God, those are the Shai Hulud.
Yeah, the Shai Hulud. I want to see the new ones.
It's great.
Because I really like that kid who played Bob Dylan.
Oh, it's incredible.
And Rebecca
Chalamet.
Is
incredible. He killed it, dude. It was incredible, man.
He killed. I only watched that movie because my wife was like, you know what, it's not so bad. Because I was real like, nah, I'm too punk.
Yeah.
Like
it's great,
snooty.
dude. You know what's crazy? Good. He's from New York, and you could look up some videos of him recently where he's doing a whole rap. Like he's doing a whole rap dance routine at his school in Manhattan. Like he's an ill rhymer and like break dancer.
What?
There's crazy shit about him online. Like him popping, just everything, dude.
That's
like,
awesome.
He grew up like in the music world, whatever, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really talented, man.
No way. That's cool.
Yeah. So Dune and Shai Hulud. What other band tattoos you cover up?
I got I got Social D. I got the Souls was the first one.
You just wanted to black everything out?
Yeah, I just, I always didn't, I actually just got more black. That's why it's all flaking.
Looks good.
But I got tired of them. And I was like, I saw some people who had black with white over it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, dude, what if I just cover my arms in black? And then I only got 2 tattoos, like a tiger or something.
Yeah.
And whatever, my dog. And then I was like, I got it blacked out. And then I was like, I feel clean.
Yeah.
I had a soul shower. Because I don't know, I got tattoos because I loved music.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie to you, I was also afraid. I was really afraid growing up. With some of the stuff that
So it's kind of like your armor.
it was 100% my armor.
Yeah.
I was afraid. And
People
I
talk about
figured,
that.
Yeah. I was like, if I get a lot of tattoos, like on my neck and on I was one of those kids who I had my whole arms done. I went top to bottom. So I didn't have my my hands were much later. My neck was much later. Yeah. Like I was not, but I did have sleeves like early on, like maybe 1920, I had sleeves.
Okay.
Not finished, but I think by 25, I was fully sleeved.
Mm-hmm.
And, you get your friends to tattoo you. You don't, have money.
Yeah.
So like they're terrible.
Yeah, like a guinea pig. Yeah.
And they're like, I never tattoo. I got a leg full of wolves because my friend was like practicing wildlife. I was like, yo, stick it up. I was ready. I got a bunch of wolves on my leg. I don't even know nothing about a wolf.
So you had mostly band tats on your arms?
Yeah, or like different like just stupid like
the
anchor. I had the star on my elbow.
Yeah,
what we all got.
Yeah.
And then after that, I just got tired of looking at them. And I was like, I just think I'm going to blast this out. And I don't even know if I'm going to do the other arm.
Is it painful to get blacked out?
It sucks.
I heard it's brutal, man.
Dude, like right here in the ditch where my elbow is on the inside, like I just got this done like on Monday or whatever, like last week. It just hurts, man. Damn. I'm too old.
Because it's a lot of ink to put in the pigments, right? It's like it's like a bigger needle.
Needle. It's like huge.
Damn.
And like the guy had like a 44. Like big
I've never
dog.
heard of that before.
And
it's like
this guy in Philly his name is Blood Chucker.
Is he like the guy that everybody goes to?
That's one of the guys. Yeah.
I
didn't go to him yet, but I want to.
I heard about somebody in Philly who's super legit with this.
Oh, and it's smooth. That's the one thing is it's so smooth. It's like lotion.
But it wouldn't be smooth with just regular tattoos?
I feel like I don't know. I think I see some questioning happening in your mind.
Yeah.
This is nice.
I remember Davey got all of his done too.
Oh yeah, he did. He got both of them done.
Yeah, we left some things like different.
That's cool.
Ones showing. Yeah, it's cool when you see things popping through them.
Yeah, I mean, you could see if you look real close, like you could see like the scars because.
Oh yeah.
When they drill into you, like under here and like.
Did you ever get anything lasered before? Or no.
No.
Just blacks them out.
I was thinking about doing my hands, like getting the hands lasered off, but then I was like, nah, that's already been.
That's cool. You have an Aussie tattoo. I just saw that.
Yeah, I love Ozzy.
Wow, man.
You know why? He reminded me of my wife's dad, big time.
Wow.
And I used to love Ozzy when I was a young kid. When I was learning how to play guitar, I heard like everybody gets into like all the bands from like the hard song. Oh yeah, like Shout at the Devil, Motley Crue. Yeah. I was like, yo, bro, Mama, I'm coming home.
Banger.
I was in.
Classic, bro.
Lemmy wrote that, dude. It's tough.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Lemmy wrote that? Wow.
It was Lemmy, Ozzy, and Zakk Wylde.
Did not know that.
Yeah, and Zakk Wylde, New Jersey.
Oh, yeah. I love the ballads, man. Yeah, I love the Ozzy shit, man. That was such a beautiful way to like have like almost like a live funeral, man. That was like the most beautiful way to go out, I think. And that was amazing, man.
So cool.
All the performances.
Dude, Youngblood changes.
Bro. I just saw him do a post today. Like he wasn't being a jerk, but he said something like, nobody gave a fuck about me like 3 weeks ago. And he's like, is this something about, because they were trying to call him out and say, like, why weren't you at the Aussie? Some shit, I don't want to fuck with, I'm not talking about it. But Youngblood killed it. Shout out to Youngblood. I never heard of that guy. I heard a little bit of him because Travis Barker did some working with him a couple years ago. Heard the name come through my world. Yeah. But then seeing that performance, and I saw so many people posting, like, who the fuck is this kid? He just murdered it. But then I Googled him. He's fucking massive, dude.
He's huge.
He's huge.
He's been with, like, Avril Lavigne, done songs with. Sick. Like, crazy
So
stuff.
talented, man. So the Aussie thing, how was that? Like hearing that, like when
that was like really sad, And we were like I remember calling my wife and I was like, oh man, and then like because it just happened. And,
I know.
And that night, the one thing I will say about we always joke that we're the best band, we're the best cover band in the world, and we could literally have another career playing bar mitzvahs and weddings.
Yeah,
because we can learn covers in seconds.
Okay,
so we literally threw Mom, I'm Coming Home in like 2 hours. And
what?
Like
Alex, you played on the tour? On this tour?
We played it the night he died.
Holy shit.
Those
bro.
guys.
I need to see that.
The solo, it's on. It's like on YouTube. I couldn't believe. Now, my band's a punk band. Like, we don't know how to play nothing.
Yeah.
And the fact of what we've become now, like, it's crazy.
So how was it perform? Was it crowd? Was it amazing?
They went nuts.
What city was it in? You remember?
It was in, I want to say Texas.
Wow.
But it might have been in, it was in Texas.
Okay.
It was, I think.
So it's somewhere.
I'm not sure.
But it's online somewhere.
But it was on this tour, so it was like a couple weeks ago. Whenever it was literally the day it happened. So
was it a hard one to sing, or was this?
No, it was actually
Because you quit
really
smoking.
low.
That's why.
Yeah, it's really because it's like
Because you quit smoking. No.
yeah, that's right. I'm telling everybody it's because of that.
Oh, it's the tone. What is it? What
He's
flat
like
is
a low. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
Like it's in probably E. I think.
Yeah, I want to see this. That's amazing.
But here's a secret though. Maybe this is why my voice is fine. We tuned down since day one.
Okay.
A full step.
Okay.
So when we play, so it's open D.
Okay.
So a D chord for us is a C.
Gotcha.
So when we do cover songs, it's lower, but it's saved. When we were doing the tours that we would do, like every night you're playing in a bar and it's like it's the worst. You're in a van, you're not sleeping, and I had to save my voice because I was like, if I can't sing, we don't eat.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, that sucks as a singer.
It's a lot of pressure,
dude. Because when your voice goes out, there's nothing. There's no medicine. There's nothing.
It's only sleep. Sleep's the key to everything.
Right.
For the listeners, people think it's like honey and tea and all this stuff. It's like,
not.
dude, it's sleep.
Yeah.
It's like when you after the show and you're talking to everybody backstage, or you go to the merch booth, or you're just hanging out. That's when you really lose your voice, man.
Yep.
That's why it's like we're not being antisocial, but it's as soon as you're done, go to the hotel, chill,
Yep.
like just be by yourself.
Yeah,
it's
you
hard
gotta
though,
have
man.
another
Because you want to be
member.
social, as you're on tour. But
Yeah. Always, but you gotta have another member who sort of like handles that too. But especially you're good at talking to people. Like I don't think I've talked to anyone more than I've talked to you today.
Wow.
I think I've said the most words in my life today, right here.
Damn. Thank you,
I just
man.
don't really. I don't really
You don't do
it's like-
podcasts, really?
No, because like I, we try to like all do stuff just to like because you don't want to like bully those guys. Like Benny's really good at talking, so Benny does a lot of the interviews because he's also so smart. Remember stuff.
Yeah, he does have a good memory.
Crazy memory.
Is he more social? He's more going out to shows and doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I go to shows a lot. I go to see like a lot of the young bands,
like new hardcore and punk bands and stuff.
Yeah, I'll go see like the younger, like just starting out, and I'll be like, all right, cool. And then I'll try to talk to them and be like, yo, you guys are gonna do it. You gotta like. Hey, I love encouraging.
Yeah.
So like, I try to see like the band who would go, oh my goodness, this guy's here. Like I love just doing cool things for people.
Yeah,
it's my favorite.
So are you checking out new hardcore bands and all that stuff?
Yeah, everything.
Anything there's so many bands.
Yeah. I've gotten into this whole scene of bands that's like with that MJ Lenderman guy.
Who's that?
He's like a singer-songwriter from like he's in the Waxahachie like group.
Okay.
Like in that, but there's this band with him that he plays bass in, and there's a girl singer called Wednesday.
Okay.
And they are killing it. They do this old country song called "She's Acting Single and I'm Drinking Double," and it is so fun. But they're not serious. They're just like,
wow.
But it sounds like Dinosaur Jr. and Sonic Youth just ripping, and it's awesome.
Damn.
It's so good.
Where are they
Wednesday.
from? Where are they from?
North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to check this out. There's like a whole mess of bands. There's a band called Wild Pink from New York.
Okay.
That's like doing like the whole, I want to say it's like Neil Young and Dinosaur Jr. That's what I'm hearing.
Okay.
So it's like these cool fuzzy guitars, but with like real songs. But it's like, it's got this real attitude. Like, I don't care. Like
That's
I'm
cool.
doing this and I don't care if you're having fun.
Yeah, there's like so many like subcultures and like different underground worlds of all kinds of things happening right now, dude. Like
it's
country,
cool.
the pop stuff, like singer-songwriter stuff. There's a lot of that too, right?
Yeah, tons of it. There's a lot. I mean, some of it's whack though. Like,
Is it?
I'm not gonna. I go to a couple shows sometimes where I go, I'm leaving early.
You do?
Yeah, because it's just like.
But it's plus your dad, you're older, you have kids.
Yeah.
It's like.
But if it's snooze fest, sometimes I get tired. I'm like, you're playing too many slow songs. Come on.
Yeah.
Still from New Jersey. Still yell gabagool at a show. Real quiet, Seeing like Regina Spektor. Yo, gabagool! No, I wouldn't do that. I saw her at like for a million years ago at Radio City Music Hall.
You did?
And it was like I was not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Like I really like Regina. I like her music. I think she's cool. But I was sitting next to like there was like Meg White or somebody and like some other famous person next to me, and I'm just sitting there like I didn't brush my teeth today. Like just disgusting because I'm gross. I feel like I'm like since like my band got. Like all of my punk friends are like, your band got bigger than punk or whatever. You're not in the punk scene. You're in the, you're in like the main. Yeah. They always say you're a rock band. That's what they say about us. And I always go, yeah, but I'm like the herpy at the rock festival. Yeah. Like none of them fools want to talk to me.
You're the squatter.
Yeah, I'm the squatter. Like ain't nobody coming up to me. Ain't no young blood calling me up. Like get out of here. They're like, who's this? Who let this fool in? And I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like the Toxic Avenger. I'm standing up for punk.
Have you always felt like that?
Yeah, I'm a freak.
Do you feel like you're like an outsider in the world? Or
I feel like I'm an outsider in the outside.
Wow.
I've just always felt like I don't.
The black sheep
fit
and the black
in.
sheep. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like the pink polka dot sheep in the black sheep's pen. You know what I mean? I'm kicked out. I'm like out of Eden, bro.
You've always been like that.
I know, and I don't.
Do you get nervous going on stage?
Hugely.
Still to this day?
I mean, you know what? I found this trick actually recently where I started to close my eyes because I get so upset and nervous about, like, if I see somebody who's like not looking like they're having a good time, it troubles me. I feel like I'm not doing it right. Why can't you should be more like Billy Joe, getting the crowd into it. And I'm like, I'm just not that guy. Like, I'm the guy who goes on stage and I'll just sing the most like gross thing I can think of about my inner struggles. And then I go away and that's it. And I don't know what a rock star is. I don't know what a party is. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Like, I just I'm here to communicate with the world.
Yeah.
And that is because when I communicate and when I see that you're communicating and receiving, I feel like one of my favorite bands is, the people always are like making fun of me for this, but the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I love John Frusciante.
Oh yeah, he's incredible.
And Flea, and I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay, respect.
Like,
they have some serious songs.
I know.
They got some bangers, bro.
I love
from the first albums till now, man.
Bro, like, I am in.
Okay.
I'm like Yasi.
What's your favorite Chili Peppers record?
Dude, I think Stadium Arcadium.
When the fuck did that one come out?
I know.
Is that later on?
We're going to have 4 Cross for Easter because they're going to crucify me now. You know what I mean? It's going to be Jesus, the 2 thieves, and me.
Is that with California or something?
Yeah, it's California.
There's a lot of California songs.
It's beyond Californication.
Okay.
It's the one with I got your hey, yo, you know?
Hey, what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a good song. And then Can't Stop, Addicted to the Shindig. If you want to find me on PlayStation, my name is Addicted to the Shindig.
Is it?
Yeah. Take out all the vowels.
I'm learning so much today. Can't stop addicted to the shindig. That's catchy, dude.
Oh, dude. And but there's some
wow.
There's a song called Don't Forget Me about when Anthony went to rehab about addiction.
Okay.
And it's bonkers. It's on By the Way. Actually, you know what? I take it back.
By the Way?
By the Way is my favorite record.
What is that one?
That's the one that standing in line to see the show tonight, and I'm at Skiba. You know, like, you could change the words.
It's a bang. Waiting for
that song kind of reminds me of a trio melody. That like standing in line to see the show tonight.
Yeah,
that sounds like something Matt would have come up with.
Wow.
But
you can't deny they have hits. They have so many catchy. I know them all. I don't even know the freaking names of the songs. We're singing them.
But they do like these jams. Like, well, I'm not a jam guy, but like, I don't like the jam bands. But
wow.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
So you're listening to new when they drop shit. You're like, I'm listening.
Bro, I'm in. Like, I took my kids to see the new tour.
Okay.
I loved it.
They kill it live, probably, right?
They destroy it.
Damn.
And they had like crazy. They had like Thundercat opening up for them. Like.
Yeah, Thundercat's legit, dude.
They had the Strokes open up the last time, which
damn,
I never really got into the Strokes.
Same.
But like that whole scene I remember getting in a giant fight with my friend one time about that scene in New York. It was like
White Stripes
and the Interpol and the Strokes, and
like
Bryan
Interpol?
Adams, and like I do like Interpol.
My wife loves Interpol. She makes me go see them. She made me watch a documentary the other day.
I
get it. It's like a Joy Division vibe.
I like the hits. I like the Hey, Who's on Fire?
Yeah,
that's the one. I don't know the rest.
I get why she likes it, because she likes like Bauhaus and all this other stuff.
Sure,
but yeah, that's a whole little scene of its own.
But
right?
I was never part of that, and I never really understood it. And I don't think I liked it,
bro. Yeah,
because it was real not friendly. Remember, we used to go to I remember going to a bar with like Jesse or something, and like on Avenue A or whatever,
or something. They'd be hanging out there, right?
And they'd be hanging out there, and they were never cool.
I have a great story. I don't want to say.
Jake was cool. He'd be there sometimes, and then the other dude who used to play in Swingin' Utters that lived there. He had real slick hair, like cool looking.
Oh yeah, was it Johnny? No.
It was one of the Max,
the singer. Yes. Yeah, Max.
But like always looking cool.
Max,
I remember that.
Cool style, dude.
Like, this guy.
Yeah, there was a thing about those guys. I won't get into the story on the pod because I don't want to get in trouble. But there was a thing about those guys being Upper West Side kids coming down to Lower East Side.
Yeah.
To the wrong side of the tracks and coming downtown with some sort of attitude. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like different neighborhood trying to come down like we're rock star shit. And that don't fly downtown.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So like. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That
'Cause
was a whole different world. That was a crazy moment.
It was nuts. Like that, I don't even remember like I remember that period. And I was not going to shows. I was only going to local shows, like at the Legion halls, because I would just be like, I'm not paying to get like this band hates me. This band doesn't want me here. I was like, I don't get it.
Okay, let's get back to music. Okay, what does amping copper mean anyway?
Okay, so amping copper. That was, I don't know.
What's it mean?
I don't know. So what happened is there was the back to this emo thing of like there was a lot of bands on like Deep Elm and those labels that I liked, and I found Planes Mistaken for Stars. So which rest in peace to Jared. But I found that band and they had a song called Copper and Stars. And then we sort of said like, I don't know, we were coming up with words, throwing around, and the guy was like, yo, what amping copper? Like, and I was like, what? That's cool. All right. And that was it. It was just like came from this Planes Mistaken for Stars song called Copper and Stars.
That's how it happens sometimes.
It's just stupid.
Just some randomness.
We have random.
So did you guys, that was for a couple of years, right? Because then you had Charming Man after that.
Yeah, this Charming Man, and that was just the Smiths. What's the name? I'm not good with names of the bands. They're just like, what's the name of the band? And I'm like, this is Charming Man. But that's a Smith song. I don't care.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That band was only like for like a year or two, right?
Yeah. And then that kind of dissolved quickly, but then became the Gaslight Anthem.
Yeah, it came into that, right?
Yeah, like sort of kind of, there's like some, what do they call it? Crossover. It was like,
because Every Little Secret was something you dropped, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we did that.
And then 2006 is Gaslight Anthem.
Yeah.
And who named that band?
That was me and Benny. Benny had Anthem, and I was like, Bob Dylan played at this club in New York City called the Gaslight, and there was no drugs and no drinking. And I was like, what do you think about this? And I was like, that's where he first played, because
I didn't know that.
Because I never went to bars. Like I would always go to bars, and people would be like, the like shows became this thing in that era of 2006 and 2007. It was like, how much could you drink? That was a show.
Okay.
I have a beard, and how much can I drink? I have tattoos and a beard, and how much can I drink? That was what all the shows
that was the thing, huh? Wow.
Well, it just was the thing. It came with like the Avail and the Hot Water guys, and like their audiences, not the bands, but the audiences.
Yeah.
It was just a giant drinking culture of like not frat guys, but like like bearded whoever, and they were
bearded
all,
with like nice haircuts, like the slick back with the fades. It was a whole different thing.
And their tattoos were much nicer than ours.
Yeah. A lot of traditional tattoos, maybe.
Yeah, something going.
There was some like the nice kept beards and the kind of slick back part with the fade.
Yeah,
that was a whole vibe.
I'm like, you got a sparrow tattoo, but you never been on a boat.
Yeah,
like that kind of stuff, And I don't know, like just I think it was like the people who just like they liked the look, but they didn't necessarily care about like the history of where things came from, which I think our generation did care. We were like more into like, because you couldn't wear something. If you couldn't back your story up, you're going to get your butt kicked.
Yeah.
So
I call those people the likeness of Miteness.
The likeness of Miteness.
Do you know what I'm saying? There's a whole world of that too back then, dude.
But that's what I wanted to be. I just wasn't good looking enough.
But there was no beard. Then they had the beard to it.
Oh,
it's different.
Yeah.
Because Mike's clean shaven. He's got a beard now, but
he does.
Yeah, but Mike, that's forever. But yeah, that was a whole thing back then. You're right. That whole like vibe. I don't know. There's a bar like drinking vibe too. Yeah.
So I just like the idea that
was everything like manly back then? Or not manly, but
so
like,
manly.
Was it working man vibe? Like what is? Because I don't know where am I at? 2006. I'm probably with Hazen Street. I'm out here. My son's born here. I'm doing dad shit.
Yeah.
I'm working for Golden Voice, loading gear, doing some regular shit out here. But yeah, during that time, I'm wondering like what the whole. I guess that was the vibe. It's like. Fisherman, hunter. I don't know I don't know if it's hunter vibe. I don't know if that's
like, it was like I think there was a band called Hunter Gatherer.
And like the people that wear Carhartt that don't work.
Yeah, dude.
Do you know what I'm saying?
People that wear Carhartt. But the funny thing is that
I rocked Carhartt. Yeah.
But dude, I went and
I'm wearing it right now, but in the 90s I rocked it, yeah.
I'm probably wearing it now too. I think my pants are But I went to I heard Hot Water Music and I was like, well, the only thing left to do is get a job in construction. So I was like legit a guy that was
that's
like
why you're roofing and shit too.
Yeah, and I was doing all this stuff, listening to punk and like, this kind of punk and like getting into it. But yeah, it was very like, it was like male, which I was not always like that. I didn't do well in that scene.
Could you change a tire back then?
Yeah, I could.
Yeah,
I was the guy in the
drive
band.
till later. Yeah,
I was the guy in the band that could fix the van.
Okay,
and the gear. So I was that guy. Like I could fix the van and the gear. And if if there was a tire blowout, I would fix it. You know.
Damn.
Yeah.
So is This Charming Man and Amping Copper, those bands have followings to lead up to Gaslight Anthem or nothing like that? It wasn't like
no, I don't
like
think
people
anybody
knew you
did.
from those bands.
Like when they say people knew, it was like maybe there was like 15 people at a Legion Hall who knew.
But
I think
were they
maybe
touring a
somebody
lot?
got like met a girlfriend out of it. That's it.
Yeah.
Maybe they married him now, and that's the one thing that ever came out of these bands that was good.
That's good though.
Yeah, we were just like we weren't really popular. Like we had always avoided being popular. I don't know why.
Benny was talking about he was on the verge, like almost giving up being in music because he had done all these other bands, and then he ends up meeting up with you, and then this happens, Gaslight Anthem.
Yeah, he was like really, but he had a lot of close to success. You know, he was like, because to me, Benny was like successful in my opinion.
Okay.
You know, and
you knew him from booking the shows and all that stuff he did too. Yeah.
And just seeing his bands around, like I knew that they had some 7 inches or whatever that were like actually pressed by a band, not your boy in his basement.
Yeah.
You know, because like we were making covers to ours at the Targum and Wreckers in the newspaper.
Yeah, because he worked there.
Yeah, so we were not having no legit. There was no real record. It was like, you know, making everything ourselves and like making
super
up a name.
DIY.
Yeah, like
that's cool though. And he said he kept that job long enough to get all that stuff done for Gaslight.
And we burned so many CDs in there.
He had like a bunch going at the time. He said,
yeah, they had like a fast burner and they had a couple computers, and we were just like pirates. We were pirates.
Like after hours doing that shit. Yeah.
Because we would get our job done. That was the thing. We would do the newspaper.
So you worked there too with him?
Yeah, I was there with him.
Oh,
I was underneath.
Okay.
He was my boss.
What?
And I would drive.
Crazy.
I would work. So well, sometimes I would work construction during the day, and then I would go to the Target at night.
Damn.
And that sucked because it was late. So I'd get home at like 1 or 2, and then I'd have to get up at like, I would convince my boss to let me come in at 10. And then it was like, it was tough.
How old were you then?
I was 23.
Are you living at home still?
Nah, I was living in, actually I was married at that time.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, my first wife.
Okay.
And we were living with her parents.
Okay,
yeah.
wow.
So that was nuts.
23.
Too.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this was like, I was 23.
How many years you married for the first time?
8.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got married early, like probably I met her when I was 19.
Damn.
20, I think, maybe. And then like we got married right away. Like, you know.
You had kids with the first wife?
Yeah,
okay.
one kid
Okay,
with the first wife, one kid with the second wife. Yeah. So
gotcha.
So you know, that was like a young time. Yeah, my son was born when I was 30.
Okay. Wow.
So I was like,
dude.
you know, and Gaslight was like blowing up. So it was nuts.
Fuck, what year was your son born?
2012, right when
okay.
Handwritten came out. So he was after Handwritten came out.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's crazy moments we talked about yesterday. Obviously, Sink or Swim came out, and that does well. I think that's a local record, correct? Right, your friends in Jersey.
XOXO.
Yeah. And the next one is Side One.
Yeah, Side One Dummy.
Sound Joe Civ.
Dude, Joe Civ.
The silent partner Kevin Lyman.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. But the Sink or Swim comes out. That does good for what it is, right? And then you're playing shows and touring on that. And the next one, the 59 Sound, is the one that really kind of fucking, you got Dickie Barrett on there, you got Chris from Hot Water Music on there.
Yeah.
And then Kerrang put you on the fucking cover as like the band of the year in 2008. Never even played England before, never been mentioned in the magazine before.
Never been there.
And then when you finally go there, it's fucking bonkers. Your show sells out and moves up to another, right?
Yep. It was bonkers.
Dude.
Like we were supposed to play the Underworld in Camden.
Yes. Legendary spot.
And we were so excited because we knew it was legendary. And we were like, oh, dude. And then they moved us and we were bummed. And they were like, no, you're not bummed because you sold 400 tickets. Like, you're going to this other place. And I'm like, 400 tickets? To me, I was like, yo, Madonna's opening. Like, I was out of my mind. Like, I was so
hyped.
Yeah, man. Because, like, my life sucked.
Damn.
You know what I mean? I was lonely, brother.
Were you playing 400 cap shows in America at that time?
No. We're playing like four.
No.
4 people were coming.
Even with 59 Sound out?
Maybe there was 100 people. Like we were playing the Court Tavern.
Damn. Okay.
So like the Court Tavern would sell out, but that was 250.
Okay.
That was the biggest though. Like, you know,
Damn.
if we came, we playing ABC Rio like at that time.
Wow.
Yeah.
But also going to Europe too, but not England, like Germany and stuff like that.
Yeah, we went to Germany and
squats,
like,
all that shit.
Dude.
Fucking brutal, man.
God.
How long were the tours? Like 6 weeks or something?
Yeah.
In a van?
Yeah. The Sprinter van.
Dude,
I had a tooth come out. Like
what?
it was so, I had a tooth get so infected in Germany.
Ugh,
and I had to get it out, and they ripped that thing out with no needle because it was so infected that they were like, I can't get. If we stick you, it's not
What
gonna
was
work.
Just an infection in the gums
yeah,
or something?
I got an abscess. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And they took it out,
dude.
and then I had to go play a show. And I was dying. Frank Turner, bless him. He was opening up.
Shout out
and
to Frank Turner.
Yeah, I was like, Frank, you got to keep playing. And I'm just like, just blood just coming out of my mouth. Yeah, dude. And I'm
Did they
like,
put a gauze in your mouth or nothing?
they did, but
probably,
it was like,
you probably took it out, dude.
I was bleeding through it. I was like,
Damn,
and
dude.
you know, I was like, and no drinking, so I was like feeling it.
Damn.
And they're like, I could give you some Advil. I was like, I don't think that's
Dude.
gonna help.
And
man.
she had like 10 more weeks on the tour or something.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Fuck,
But
dude.
we made it through, and like the energy of the show, like hyped up.
Of course, adrenaline kicks in. You forget
Yeah,
about it.
but then the typical German crowd, they go, you don't play too long. Last time you came, you played 2 hours. This time you play hour and 50 minutes. I'm like, I got my tooth taken out. They're like, no, we don't care.
Yeah, man up. Suck it up.
The German punks are real tough.
Bro, just the blatant honesty.
Yeah, the honesty. You know, your last record's not so good. This
Great
record-
show tonight, but new album sucks.
Yeah.
I appreciate the honesty. The first time hearing that shit going there early nights, you're like, yo, what the fuck's wrong with this
Yeah.
person? Like the interviews and with it, just so direct and honest
Yeah.
about things. I get it now, but back
Sure.
then it's just like, dude.
I thought they were like really clowning on you. I was like,
Yeah. And you're like, thank you.
yeah, there would be times you'd be like, do you like us or no?
So the 59 sound is that one does good well for you guys,
Yeah,
right?
That did really well. That was like the
And that's on Independent still.
Yeah, that was Side One Dummy.
Side One Dummy, and then American Slang,
Next one.
and that's still on Side One Dummy.
Yep.
And that one, you also around that time, that's 2010, but 2011 you have the Horrible Crows that comes out too.
Yep. And that
Side
was on Side One
project.
Dummy, yeah.
That was Side One Dummy too.
Yeah, they let me
LC?
do it. That was so
That's
cool.
cool, man.
I called them up and I was like, I got this weird idea. I'm like, would you be down? And they were like, yeah, totally, bring it.
They're awesome. It's
that's
such an
cool.
awesome label, man.
Really cool.
Foggy Molly, who else was on there? Boss Tones,
Yeah.
so many bands on there.
Gogo
dude.
Bordello was on there at the same
yeah.
time. Yeah. Those were like the
Damn.
big ones at the time.
Yeah.
And I think
And were they cool about you guys, the next move going to a major? Were they cool about that?
Yeah, I called. We had such a good relationship with them that
Yeah.
I just called Joe and I was like, hey man, like, you know, I think we're curious. And he goes, you know what? You got to do it because if you don't, you're always going to wonder.
Same.
But if you want to come back when you're done, that's fine.
Exactly what Brett Gurewitz said to us when we went to a major for the Go record.
So
100%, you can always come back.
Yeah.
Knowing that
Awesome.
knowing that we were going to fail miserably, we can always come back. It was different for us. We got so much shit, but in hindsight, I don't give a fuck. And people love that record 30 years later. They beg for us to play those songs. I'm like, are you serious? Where were you 30 years ago? We were
Right.
the sellouts. But yeah, it happened and we took a chance. But yeah, you did it. And it worked for you guys, obviously. And then that's the next record. And that was a really big one for you, Handwritten, correct?
Yeah, that was the one.
Damn.
Yeah, it was big.
That was big. You always had some radio play before that, like
Yeah.
independent stations, but this is like legit
That was like K-Rock.
video,
Yeah.
budget, K-Rock. And
We had to do the like the like the radio station circle,
oh, yeah.
which I did not excel at.
I
was
don't
not
think we
good
did
at
a lot
that.
back then, but you probably did it. Yeah.
We
Year
did
was
it,
2010.
but it was not fun. And I remember being that was like real fish out of water time. We were just like, this isn't where we're, because we never related with the cool kids. We just never did.
Yeah.
I think we're just too honest for our own good, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I think it's also like when you go, for the listeners, when you go from an indie to a major, it's like, I could call Brett Gurewitz. I'd stay at Brett Gurewitz's house. I could go to the office anytime I want. I knew every single person that worked there. They weren't going to get fired before my album came out. When you're in the major label, the
Right.
person that signs you may not be there when your album comes out. There's 100 different people working in different things for your album. It's so many people to like shake hands with and stay in contact. It's not so family vibe, right?
Not at all.
And so you lose all that when you go on the major, regardless they're going to get your whole goal in a band for the listeners. It's not about selling out. It's about getting your music to the masses and spreading your message. That's why we start these bands, because
Absolutely.
we want to fucking change the world. And so you do that. And, you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it, but it really worked for you guys on the major, I think.
Yeah.
You
We
know?
did good. And
Yeah.
we had fans there, I think. Like we were lucky that the owner or the president of the label at the time was a fan.
Yeah.
So he was good. But he always, God bless him, he saw us as like, you know, as big as like the Killers or the other
Oh, the
bands on the
Killers.
label or U2. And I was like, I don't see us as that. Like, because
U2.
I wanted to be like U2.
I
But
love U2.
Me too.
Yeah.
But I like later U2, early U2. I
All
like
of
it
it.
all.
You like
But-
Octone Baby?
Yeah, that's my favorite record. That's my favorite record.
I love you, man, because you're like the latest Chili Peppers. You like Zooropa.
I don't care. I love it.
Zooropa.
Yeah, dude.
I love it too, dude. I love it too.
Far Away So Close. That song rocks.
Yeah, I always love the 7 Seconds records that people hated. They were the most melodic ones. Soul
Yeah.
Force Revolution, all those records. All the hardcore kids like, no, I'm like, dude, this is sick. I love melody.
I love it too.
That's cool. You're very open minded and like a fucking big palette of music
I never had
you
any
love.
rules because I was alone.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't have no one was telling me what was cool, so it was like kind of tough to navigate.
Did you like hip hop back then?
Nah, I mean, I like the Beastie Boys and like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
whatever was going on in New York. KRS or not New York wasn't KRS One's not New York.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
Fuck
yes?
yeah, dude.
Oh, because I was like
Boogie Down
KRS
Bronx.
One and all
Yeah.
that, and like
You like that.
those bands, you know, and like, but even like Fat Five Freddy, I do.
He's
It's
legend,
cool,
bro.
man.
He's an OG, dude.
Yeah, with like
Put
Debbie
Blondie on the
Harry.
map.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
come on.
She was the first female rapper. I'm pretty much want to say that.
Yeah,
It's crazy,
it's
man.
so cool.
But yeah, Fat Freddy's sick. Yeah, I mean, he's fashion.
Yep.
He's everything you loved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you write graffiti at all or anything like that? Or no.
No, but I used to like that the kids did it.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Damn. All right, so now we're in a major label. Handwritten comes out. Nobody's really giving you guys shit at that point because.
Nah,
Yeah.
we always said that in interviews. We were really careful about that and said, like, you know, if a major label, because all the punk magazines, they go, if a major label came, would you ever?
Punknews.org.
Yeah, and you're like, well, actually, I'm like, I actually think I would.
Yeah.
You know, because you're like, well, and then they'd be like, really? Like, especially like in the German squat houses, they'd be like,
Oh,
you would
yeah.
do this? And I'd be like, yeah. I'm like, I want to be Bruce Springsteen, man. I don't want to be like, and I tell
I wanna
them,
be
I think,
Gigi
I'm
Allen.
poor, man.
Yeah.
Gigi Allen. I want to be able to eat.
Yeah.
I want to take who I want on tour. I want some fool telling me what to do.
Did you guys play Gilman Street back then?
No,
So
not
we
Gilman.
played Gilman a bunch, and then we got a major label. We were banned from there because we're on a major. Then we got to go once we went back to independent. We got to go back there.
That's cool. I've never even. I think I'd like maybe been outside of it. I've never like been in because like we don't get out here very often.
I don't know, but I think a bucket list for you is hanging out with Tim Armstrong, going to Disco
Big
Records.
time.
Those two right there. It's got to happen, dude.
And I gotta get Haley to sing on a song.
Oh yeah,
That's a big thing.
I'll text her right after and say you heard a Gaslight Anthem. I bet she
Huge
says
thing.
100% she knows your band.
The only time I ever came anywhere near Paramore is we were playing a festival together and they were sharing like the same floor of a backstage,
Oh.
but I never said hi or anything. I was
Yeah.
just like, they were so famous. I was too scared.
Paramore's sick, man.
I know. But that's
You like a lot of female
whoa.
fronted. I can tell you like a lot
I
of
do,
female
yeah.
artists. Yeah, me
My
too.
mom was like, you know, a singer, so I have a big soft spot for like Fleetwood Mac and like all that stuff.
Chaperone we were talking about
Yeah,
too.
really. Like
Dude,
one of my
amazing.
favorites is Florence and the Machine. That's
Oh,
one
wow,
of my
okay.
favorites in the world.
Are they still
the-
around making records and stuff?
Yeah,
Okay.
I love the orchestral thing, and like I think I know you're friends with Billie Eilish, but
Yeah.
that kind of like a new electronic version of like you know, because it sounds like a symphony when she's singing.
Yeah.
I love all that stuff.
Yeah, the music people are making now too, and just making like even Billy and Phineas are making in their bedrooms and all that shit's
I know, it's
crazy, bro.
nuts.
That's the most punk DIY you could fucking go.
In your bedroom.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you saw like a batillion records. It's so crazy, dude.
No studio with the drums.
Yeah, I don't have to
You don't
deal
have to
with
worry
people
about
like that.
No loud drums.
Damn. You guys toured in Hendron for like 2 years or something. It
Yeah,
seems.
it was like forever.
You guys get your first bus then, probably.
Yeah, first bus was on American slang, like at the end.
How amazing is that going from a
Dude,
van to a bus?
I'll never
dude?
forget that. We were in Europe on a festival tour, and I remember the bus. It was a single.
Going to the bunks.
Dude.
You
People were like, I can't sleep on the bus. I was like, brother, I'm in a coma. I'm like, listen.
I can't wake up on the bus.
Let me tell you, there's a little spot right here where you sleep next to a garbage can. You tell me how easy this bus is.
Dude.
Like,
It might have been
come
too
on.
nice for you.
I know. Like, I was sleeping on a Greyhound, like some dude licking my face, like trying to get to a show in Louisville or whatever.
I
Like,
just
it
can't
was
sleep
so-
on the bus when it stops. I love when it's going
Yeah, me
overnight.
too.
It's fucking wake up the
I
next
love
day
it.
and the whole day in the town.
It's great.
When you graduate to that, it's like it's a huge achievement, I think, in a band for listeners, from like grinding on people sleep on the floor, sharing buses, sharing Winnebagos, and then going on a bus. It's like, bro.
You remember that? Like sleeping on, I cannot believe that we would sleep on the floor with the sleeping bag. You just pull the sleeping bag out,
Yeah.
have your own pillow, maybe. A lot of times I use my hoodie because I would always forget.
Yeah.
Or the pillow would get so dirty from being in the van, you know, and like, dude, or if you got sick, you'd be like, no, my sickness is still on the pillow. I got to throw it out.
For sure, though.
Yeah. Well, you probably was because you didn't get normal sick those days. You got like,
Gnarly, dude.
Death.
Bronchitis or fucking coughing up insane lungers.
I don't know how he didn't die.
One person gets it, everybody else. I think that's why I think a lot of people in bands have strong immune systems, to be honest, dude. Like the microphones that we have where we hand it out, people spit on it, give it back to you, you sing on it. We're like germ collectors, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. I thought like creating like some sort of like microphone condom, but it doesn't matter because it's going to get spit on that condom too. You know what I mean? There's
Especially
nothing.
you, because you're like in there.
I know.
With
I'm always time I do wipe it off and spray it down and
Oh.
shit. Like, it's just crazy, like that kind of shit. Like when your mic's being shared like that. You know?
I always think about that with the bands in like hardcore going out into the audience and then like Frank Carter going out in front of all those like festival crowds with the.
He does.
Yeah, and he's
That's
like
sick.
still in the Sex Pistols, like handed right out.
Oh, Frank.
Yeah, Frank
Yo.
Carter. I'm like, dude.
Dude, he's killing it right now, by the way.
I love that guy.
I love him too. He's fucking killing. I cannot. We're playing with them. Riot Fest coming up. I cannot wait to see them.
They were the first. The Gallows were like the first up and coming band with us.
Okay.
So they were like good friends because
Great band.
we came up at the same time.
Great front man.
Oh,
He's killing it in the Sex Pistols, dude.
one of the top frontmen of all time.
Yeah, man.
So
I
good.
think underrated too. I mean, how many people mention him? But seeing with the Sex Pistols, hearing his voice, it's like it's fucking perfect.
Yeah.
He's young. He's respected. People love him anyway, and he's out there playing those songs that he probably grew up on. Like I can't wait to see it, dude.
I
It's
love
really
it that
cool.
he's also so English too, so he can really sing those songs.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anybody else it might have been? I don't know who else would have done that.
That's big shoes.
Yeah. So is there pressure for the major label for you? Like any kind of radio things like that?
Mm-hmm. There was like tons. Like the biggest thing
For the first one or Get Hurt, was there more pressure for that?
way more pressure for I think Get Hurt. Like
Okay.
there was a lot more because once the success happened, because when Handwritten came out, they didn't want to touch anything. They were like, you guys are on a streak. You know, it was like 59 Sound, American Slang.
Yeah.
They didn't want. They were like, just stay out of the way. And
That's cool.
And that was really cool. But the second record, they were like, we got to make sure it stays famous. And I was in a very like anti that. I had enough. I was like, yo, I've done enough interviews with like, I've been enough of the hot, like the big air up there on the mountaintop where they say it's like lonely at the top or whatever.
Yeah.
I smelled enough of that air to know I don't want nothing to do with that.
Damn.
And I was like, I can't handle it mentally and emotionally. Like, it's not that that's not a good air. Like, dude, God bless Billy Joe and Billie Eilish and Madonna and all ever. I love them. Bono, whoever. That's not for me. I can't handle it. I'm not mentally strong enough or emotionally.
Did your life change with those albums? Obviously financially, but like people recognize you or just anything like that?
Sure, yeah.
Wow.
And it became different, you know? And like, I don't know that I was ready for that either, you know? Because I just wasn't emotionally prepared.
Yeah.
And I wasn't prepared for the criticism in the magazines in public, where like you'd see somebody and they'd be like, yo, I heard they said this about you, and like they said you gained 10 pounds, and the thing, oh, you look stupid, you know, like, and you'd be like, oh fuck, or like anything bad that happened, someone would be like, yo, this guy from Pitchfork said this about you, and like they cooked you, and I'd be like,
who's telling you this stuff? Your friends?
I know.
It's
Right?
like good friends.
Yeah,
Thanks.
good friends.
Thanks
But
for
I'm
the
not friends with
support.
them anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense. Fuck them. Because that's whack. I would never want my friend to tell me that
I
stuff.
know,
You know what I mean?
but
That's
that
like,
kind of led me into like I remember during that time, like,
put you in a dark place,
bro,
doesn't it?
I was like, I think that had a lot to do with why the band stopped, because I couldn't find my place anymore in the band. Like, I was just like, I don't know who I am or what I am, or I feel corny. Like, I just felt so corny.
Damn.
And I don't know. I had to do the solo thing because I was like, I don't know what to do.
Did you feel pressured to like be a certain way, or I don't know, I don't know.
Yeah, like I felt like
Like
I
the
had
persona
to
of
be,
yourself, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Because they were definitely saying like, well, you know, you got to turn into the Eddie Vedder or the Bono or the Billy Joe or the whatever. Like, you got to be the rock guy, hey-yo, on stage. You know, which dude, some people could do that. I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
I
You talk
just
to the crowd a
can't.
lot.
I talk to them like I'm talking to you, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes to the detriment, where it's like 15 minutes, I'll be talking to them and they'll be like, shut up. So now I try not to talk so much. I got in trouble for talking too much.
Really?
Yeah, they'd be like,
Or your bandmates?
yeah, they'd be like, what are you doing? And I'd be like talking to them about a movie I saw. I'd be like, yo, I saw this movie. It was tight, man. I was like, you see Uncharted? You know, I'm like, I'm stupid. I don't know.
But you're comfortable up there enough to talk to people, yeah.
I like because I love them.
Well, you're a very quiet person, so this is like how you express yourself through this music, right?
Yeah. And I
Make you
always
feel
felt
comfortable.
like the audience is like, those are the same kids as me.
Mm-hmm.
I always really saw them as the same people. So I was like, you're lonely too. You're just here because this is where you fit in.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I felt like I could talk to them. Sometimes they tell me I can't.
And but you still like that though, yeah. It's like
a little bit.
It's like an outlet. So
every once in a while I do. Like we were buzzing. We're opening up with the Counting Crows, which is a weird thing, with the audience because they're
how is the audience?
Great, but they're older. They're
you got your fans there too.
Some.
That's kind of cool. This late in your career to play new audience. It's pretty awesome.
It is.
It's a good challenge.
And that I'm taking it as that.
It is a challenge.
We're playing like a couple covers that they know. Like we do. I do this song from the single soundtrack called "Clo Dancer" from Mother Love Bone.
Oh,
yeah,
that's dope. That's cool.
And then we did "Honeybee" from Tom Petty.
Nice,
but it's like it's music. I always say it's music that white people like to dance to, and because they are, they're a lot of them, and they're older, and So I'm not going out there trying to scare them. I'm like trying to, we're all trying to like make the best of the opportunity
and win them over as new fans
and win them over. But definitely there's some of that punk like idiocy in there. Like the other day we had this like breakdown in one of the songs and I just start right off the top of my head. I go, come on girls, you believe in love? I got something to say about it. And I was just Madonna for like 3 seconds. I was Madonna.
So sick.
And then we kicked right back into the song and it was just like off the cuff. Like, but I only did it because everyone on stage was laughing, like dying.
You have to have fun too, man.
Yes.
Especially when it's like a new crowd and it's like kind of, you have to try to get their vibe right and stuff. Like I do that too, lose my mind on stage, do dumb shit.
It's so good though.
I've been doing backspins on stage late and doing some like breakdance moves, bringing it back. It's just because like, just change it up, man,
Yeah.
But for you guys, this like late in your career to come out and play with like a new audience, it's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah.
Right?
And I mean,
it's like kind of less pressure too. Maybe a little pressure, but you're not headlining, which is good.
Yeah, it's definitely less pressure because you're like, you don't have to worry about the tickets or whatever. And like, they're so big that there's always people, like.
So they're still big, yeah.
Yeah, the Counting Crows are still big, yeah.
And so how do your fans feel about you on this tour? Did you any feedback? Are you guys playing with them? People tripped out? I think it's cool.
They love it because we actually
threw
like it's funny. Because I was more into hip hop than I remember. Because
let's go
in the 59 sound, I would always drop lyrics like here and there from other bands, Counting Crows being one of them.
Oh wow!
There's a song called High Lonesome, and in the chorus, I say some lyrics from round here, and then I change them to fit the song and me.
Yeah.
And I got that from hip hop, like talking about Tribe Called Quest, and like it reminds me of Michael, and like reminds my dad of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like. All these other bands, they would always, especially in New York, they would always name their friends.
Absolutely,
and
man.
like the areas they came from, and I was like, "That's what I'm gonna do." But with rock bands or punk bands,
yeah.
So I throw in things like about the Souls or about Bruce or about anybody.
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's some
real
real East Coast shit.
Yeah, it is.
It's like the shout outs and all that stuff. Yeah.
But I learned it also too from you guys, like in Rancid and everybody.
Always giving shout outs, man.
Yeah,
Rancid shout outs on I think on Coppers, I think on the Life
on
Wait. Yeah.
It's
so cool. He names 9 Lives and names all the people in there. I remember that was a sick shout out.
That was.
But then we do the same one else on like the first album. We were shouting out different people and like it's crazy, man. It's very hip hop, dude. It's very like
you had the
posse cuts.
One of my favorite songs by you, I don't know, but there was like a girl who was talking about taking pictures before the song.
That's I Know Why. Off the 7-inch. Yeah, this BJ Papa's. Yeah.
That like I remember that and hearing it. Like I take pictures of these bands because my friends. And I'm like, cool, man.
You know what's funny? You mentioned that. I told Max they were playing it this week. He's like, fuck, I gotta learn I Know Why because we're playing it in this weekend.
Oh,
yeah,
that was my favorite song off the first album. Man. Loved it.
We just found out it's like one of the top songs on Spotify. Like, well, that's the randomest shit. So we're gonna start playing it again.
It's
been a minute. Thank you.
Great song.
It's like a love song off our first 7-inch.
But I don't know. That resonated with me though because I was like, like don't get me wrong. I hear Everybody and I'm in. But like,
thank you.
Yeah, but like that song really stuck out for me.
Yeah, it's like when the first songs were released too.
Yeah,
I think people tripped out because it was kind of melodic and poppy, and they thought it'd be something like Sick of It All, or something harder.
Yeah,
it's different.
But you had like hard songs too.
Totally.
Yeah.
So you're going to hiatus like 2015.
Yeah.
2014. No, 15. How does the Get Hurt record? The record does good too.
It did fine. Like it did. It was weird because it did really good with it did good enough with the label where they weren't mad, but the press was like the bigger press, like Pitchfork and those, they didn't like it. And then like some of our fans liked it, some of them didn't. It was like our like Sandinista kind of. It really was. It was like we tried some weird stuff and like I think we sort of like weren't sure who we were either. In that era, because like Sandinista was after London Calling, so they were probably a little lost.
That's like Life on Wait after Arc on the Walls. Yeah. But Life on Wait was incredible, man. That's my top record, man.
That's my favorite one.
They went to Jamaica, England, they went everywhere to record that record. I remember that.
That one and Indestructible are my favorites.
Okay.
I'll always have a special place for Let's Go and the first one, especially the first one, like Adina and those songs. Like I used to listen to them at lunch. Like I'd be eating my lunch in high school.
What's Rejected on? Rejected.
That's on the first one, I think.
Bang. Matt Freeman singing too.
Oh, good. Yeah. But wait, is Rejected on the
I don't
black
know.
and white one?
No, that's later. That's one of the skulls
That's
on the
later
front.
with
That's
the skulls on
that's
the
a
front.
sick one too.
Wait, Rejected has to be on the
That's
first one.
Rancid 2000. That's a great one. But
Oh, right.
Freeman, Lars, and Tim together, they're all three.
That's a good one.
It's a great one,
Dude, that has like serious tunes on it.
You're a rattlesnake.
Yeah.
Fucking hate you. There's some bangers.
I'm gonna go
on
listen to that tonight.
But that record's super fast.
Yeah.
That came out right after Life Won't Wait.
Yeah.
So they totally flipped it on that one.
Mm-hmm. And then Indestructible after that.
Yeah.
But that first one, like Rats in the Hallway and those songs are really cool. Like Tim was like ripping guitar. Like playing solos. I was like, how are you playing solos? It's like metal solo. I don't know how to do that. I'm like Johnny Ramone. Like, I got 2 chords. Cool.
Dude, Rancid, my top American punk band of all time, probably.
Dude, probably the best American punk band, probably.
I mean,
Social D, I don't know. Who's
Ramones.
I always forget.
It's hard, though, to put them in there. Social D, who else? And punk band.
I
Descendants.
Mean, so many. Oh, come on.
Ah, bro.
Descendants. They're the punk Beatles.
Yeah.
That's what I really think. Like, because, like,
And the first kind of pop punk, I guess.
Yeah, and they use chords that are insane. Like, they use chords that I don't know how to play.
They're rippers, man.
Right. It's cool.
Carl and Steven, yeah. But I think them Buzzcocks kind of the first kind of poppy punk.
Buzzcocks.
Do you know what I'm saying, though? Like, with the
Yeah.
melodies insane in England. But Descendants, dude, the love songs.
Dude.
Songs about coffee, fucking suburban, fucking. Do you know what I mean?
I totally know what you mean. Clean sheets,
Clean
bro.
sheets,
Being on tour.
bro. Dude, Sour Grapes.
Yes.
Wendy.
So cool.
Bikeage. Bro.
Oh, that was what I remember that because it was with the needle. I remember there was a girl I knew. I remember
making sense now?
Yeah. Dude,
Descendants.
And
Everything Sucks, the comeback record too. Fire, dude.
And the kids behind me, the older kids, they would always go, "What are you listening to?" And then they call me the F word, and they'd pull the earphone off, and then they punch me in the ear, bro.
Are you fucking serious,
yeah,
bro?
dude.
I'm surprised you didn't snap finally.
I did. I would they would punch me, and then I would punch them back, but they were tougher than me.
I fucking hate bullies, dude. I wonder where these fucks are at now.
I don't know.
You're fucking in a wonderful band.
They'd probably be like, "Could we get tickets to your show?"
Exactly, dude.
I don't know.
But that sorry about that weird bug.
No.
But that you realize when you become a parent, it starts in the home.
It does.
With the bullying and all that shit. When you become a parent, you realize like that love and that attention, and they're trying to seek it somewhere else. It's crazy because I fucking hate bullies, dude. But then I realize, okay, nobody's born a bully.
No. Do
you know what I mean?
It's just it's at that home. That's the home thing.
I know.
It's tough.
It is. But then you become a parent, like I never want my kid to treat anybody like that.
No way.
Raising with love and compassion.
I would be pissed if I ever saw one of my kids like bullying somebody.
Yeah, my son fucking was like protecting people from bullies in school. All this dope shit. I was so proud,
cool.
dude. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Fuck, that's what we want, right?
Yeah.
So what are you doing? What are you doing on the hiatus, and why did that happen? Like you were everybody's just kind of burnt, right? Like,
we didn't know where to go, so we were just like, we basically said, do we want to make the last 2 Clash records that are bad? But even though the one is not bad, but we said,
you like all the obscure records though? So
I like Combat Rock. I like that.
It's great too.
It is. It's good. But the other one after that, people go, "This is England. It's a good song." I'm like, no, it's not that bad. That record sucks.
Okay.
And because when he fired everybody, and I said, me and Benny sat down and we said, we don't want to make that record. We don't want to. We feel we've done a great job.
I like how it's all based on the Clash blueprint. I like that.
Yeah, pretty much it is actually. Our whole lives are based on that.
I love it. Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, so it was like we don't want to make the bad record, so we just said better to break up than to just whatever hiatus than to like make crappy music that we're gonna be embarrassed of in 10 years.
You don't want to force it out just to continue like the record cycle and shit. Yeah.
And so at first I wasn't going to do anything, and I was just going to go home and like get a job working on like amps or something, you know?
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because I like that. That's like electronics is like my thing.
How was your heart and mind during that time? Like this is because you had such an amazing ride.
I had a kid. I was divorced. I was like, my life was insane. I was living in an apartment in New Jersey for the first time. Gave away my house. Like it was nuts, dude.
Oh, so the first house.
Yeah, because like
your first house went to the first wife. Okay.
Yeah, because she, we had a baby, so I was like, I'm on tour all the time. Like you get the house, and then I just went and lived in this like tiny apartment in New Jersey on the beach. Dude, when the hurricanes came in and it rained, the windows used to, like, I'm talking not leak, they were peeing water.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, it was like nuts.
And then here you're on the world, you're like in this big successful band.
Yeah. I got my friends calling me, we're playing the lanes, we're playing at the, come down. I'm like, I got an infant. I can't.
Oh, man. man.
Can't, man.
That's just reality. It's just
That's
life.
just, yeah, it was just, that was my life. And I was like,
Someone
I'm
go
not
back and
leaving
get a
my
job, do a trade, do something.
kid. Yeah. And then it just, and then I started saying like, well, I could do, some solo songs. I got some acoustic things. Maybe I could make, it started out by going, maybe I could make some money at like playing acoustic, by myself in a car, and I'll just make enough to live, and then I'll go home. And then that's it. That way I could be home, so I didn't have to be traveling all the time.
Is that Molly and the Zombies?
Yeah, that was like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Actually, that we threw together because Kate Hiltz said,
Katie's great.
Yeah. She was like,
Kate.
yeah, shout out Kate. She called me and said, the Souls are doing Home for the Holidays. They want to know if you'll open solo. I was like, can I make up a new band? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, cool, it's called Molly and the Zombies. And they were like, what? And it was because of that Rocky Erickson song, I Walked with a Zombie.
Oh, fuck.
And I don't know where Molly came from. It just came. And then me and that girl, Kat Popper, were like real close friends. And she had played for like, Ryan Adams and like
Damn.
Jack White. She was like serious. She taught me more about music, I think, even after I was in Gaslight.
Yeah.
Like she truly led me to players and people and a style of thinking that made me, I think, incredibly much better player.
That's cool.
Yeah. And so she was kind of like my like Keith Richards, Yeah. And I was like, clean Mick Jagger. Like,
and how long after you guys on hiatus did that show happen for you solo?
it was like maybe like 6 months or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it wasn't like that bad. And then like we kind of, the funny thing about the band is like we missed the train, like in the music industry. So we were not like there. I remember one of our friends' band, like I remember they got signed for $1 million, right? And I remember being like, holy mackerel. And we didn't even make like half of that, not even close. And we just came at the time where the music industry was absolutely shifting. And Spotify was just becoming a thing, and like, whatever. And the internet was a thing, and Napster had kind of like gone farther, and Apple Music, and none of that. It was really no man's land.
Yeah.
Because the labels hadn't figured out how to work with Spotify yet.
Yeah.
So we just didn't have. Just like,
fuck, you weren't.
I
grunge?
I call us the little engine that couldn't.
Damn.
That's what we call, because everybody says they have the most potential. They could be the next Springsteen. They could be this, but we weren't grunge. We weren't metal.
We weren't pop punk.
We weren't pop
We
punk.
weren't emo.
We weren't emo. We missed the Black Parade. We missed all of it. And God bless my Kev. I wouldn't like that. They are a wonderful band. And
but you kind of your own genre, though, your own thing, then.
Right? And we're just our own. We are like the Replacements. We're just kind of on this boat.
Places are sick, man.
I know. But like Lucinda Williams said, I'd rather take the glory any day over the fame.
Yeah.
That's
true, though.
Yeah. Go down burning in a ship, pirate ship. Let's go.
That is crazy. Like the timing, right? 2000. You guys came out 2006.
Like, I got a house in New Jersey, and the beach doesn't even have a second floor. It's just one small house. Yeah. Like, but I'm happy.
Yeah,
I got peace.
That's what I'm saying. You're in a good place in your life.
Yeah. I got peace for once.
You got family.
Like,
got
a dog. Got
get to
kids.
do what you love.
Yeah. My kids don't hate me. They like me. They tell me about their excited new music. It's cool.
I know. It's cool. You're talking about going to see, you got them tickets to Playboy Cardi. We were talking before the podcast about like how as parents and how we raise our kids aren't entitled. They just grew up in this lifestyle to where they're backstage, they're eating the catering, they got wristbands, they're on stage watching their favorite artist, they're getting all their homies juiced in, they can go hip hop, any kind of genre. We got that shit unlocked because of the dues we paid and the time we put into this music career, correct?
That is really true.
And then your kids are like, yo, Dad, can you get me in here, whatever? And I'm like, yeah, I can see what I can do. Then you go to a show, like, do we have backstage? No, we don't. We're at a Kendrick Lamar show. We have no juice here. We're going to get to sit in our seats that we got for free, thank God. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like we have these things, and now we're kind of like the cool parents because we get to hook up our kids and their friends to go see like Travis Scott, Playboy Cardi, Future.
I know, it's so cool.
And then your son's turning you into new hip hop.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They both like are like my son is like definitely more hip hop leaning, and he's like kind of got his own. He's fully embraced the computer making music on the computer,
man.
And I'm like really cool. And then my daughter's gone like almost the opposite way, where she's doing theater. Like, but she was playing the piano and then the guitar.
That's dope.
And then she's like, no, that's not my thing. Acting and singing in the theater, that's my thing. And like, dude, there's classes like both of my kids. Like my son is like, I want to go see Playboy Cardi. Call up my manager. Yo, I know this is a big ask. Can you get me? They're like, I can get you.
Yeah.
And then they give you the good seats, like the nice. And my son's sending me pictures. And then my daughter's like, I really want to go to this theater in Red Bank. And I'm like, all right. I call the man. Yo, you think I got any juice here? And sure enough, I do it. And then the class is sold out. She gets into the class and then she's on the play. It's like,
that's incredible,
it's
dude.
Priceless.
How old is your daughter? How old is she?
She's 9.
Dude, that's so cool, man.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Like all these sleeping on floors, squats, getting sick, all the shit we've been through to get where we're at. Then we have families, and then they get to reap the benefits of the shit we did. It's awesome,
I never
man.
thought about that before
I know,
today.
it's fucking crazy, dude.
Like, I'm always worried I'm going to screw my kids up. But then
dude.
I like now I'm
Why, because you're
thinking,
getting free tickets?
Yeah, but
That's
what you're saying is exact. I never thought about
They're
that.
like, yo, my dad got fucking juice to Playboy
Yeah.
Cardi,
Right.
whatever, Cardi.
Both my kids have met Bruce Springsteen. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
fucking
almost.
crazy.
Well, I don't know, my son has met.
But
Maybe my
to
son
them-
hasn't, but
But
one of them has.
But to them, I don't think they realize at this age how iconic and
No.
legendary that is.
They don't.
That it is for their pops.
Yeah.
Because I have the same thing where my son's been to Discord like 3 times and knows Ian and asks Ian about Fugazi and Minor Threat and hangs out with Ian and fucking, and he could give a shit about the first time I met Ian MacKay. He's like, so I know you're in Fugazi, and he's like, yeah. And he's like, what's up with Minor Threat? You guys like on a break right now? And he's like, started laughing. He's like, yeah, like a 45-year break. But my son doesn't care or realize that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's met like every rapper. He's met all different people throughout his lives. And then he starts realizing later on, like, damn, like Mike Judge, he's like a legend, right? I went to his car. He was listening to Judge like a couple months ago. I'm like, he's like, I fuck with Judge. You like them? I'm like, yeah, I fucking, you know them your whole life, man.
Yeah.
The Cro-Mags or like Madball, just other things. But now he's like, he loves like, you know, Slipknot and crazy hard stuff that he turned me on to, you know?
That's
like,
cool.
Crazy, cool. But it's cool when your kids can open our minds up and turn us on to some other shit we listen to, right?
Yeah. And then you sort of get to carry on into the next generation because they bring you in. You know,
yeah, and they keep you in the mix too. What's going
do.
on? They keep you hip. Yeah,
it
not really
makes
hip,
me
but
feel like not like
so disconnected.
yes, because like even yesterday we were on the line for a ride we went to the Santa Monica Pier.
Dope.
And like I took my daughter to the ride and like and she's like bopping along this song, singing along. I'm like, who's this? She's like, Paramore, Dad. And I'm like, oh snap. And I'm like, yo, cool. And the other day
That's
I literally
amazing.
that's like the first band that we connected on. And the other day I was walking around and I always go to when somebody's like got a sour grapes about something, I always go, call your like tell your mama, you know, like don't go crying to your mama. That's I just do it like it's like a thing.
Banger,
and I
bro.
walk around the house singing that
In the real world.
Yeah, and I always say it's like my catchphrase, and I sing it like that. And my daughter goes, as soon as I went, don't go crying, she went to your mama, and I was like,
that,
yes, like
so
we
cool.
connected so hard on it.
Dude, I love that,
It
man.
was awesome.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, these different songs like my son had grown up on. I think Hey Ya Outcast was a big one for
Yeah.
him.
That's
He's
so
like, maybe
cool.
just sing Hey Ya to me when I was a baby. I'm like, you remember me singing Hey Ya to you at
Yeah.
that moment?
Dude, it's like I remember like even my son going through the Spotify and like they don't have any, you know, no one's telling them what to listen to. They're
Nah.
just like it's all coming up and
Yeah.
you know, suggestions. And he would be like, yo, I found this band, the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. And I'd be like, what? How do you know about that?
Dickie was on my record.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, Dickie's on my record.
Yeah, I love that shit. But they got to find it for themselves.
They did.
Like you can't push it on them. Like listen to Madball, listen to the shit.
Yeah.
They rebel against it. Now it doesn't matter who the fuck they are. So they want to find it for themselves. And when they
Right.
discover it, it's way cooler, man.
Yeah, and then
or
they-
somebody
he
else shows
comes-
it to them.
Yeah, because like whenever I would try to show them stuff when they were really little, they would always be like, "Nah, dude, this is lame." But then when they came to me, I'd be like, so what happened was after like a year of that or 2 years of that, I sort of started to just be like, okay, I'm gonna back off and let them discover their thing, and I'll just be receptive to whatever they're into.
Supportive. Yeah.
And when I did that flip, they started really coming in and showing me stuff, and I'd be like, oh, and I learned a lot. Like there was this song he played by Lil Uzi Vert called 20 Minutes.
Okay.
Dude, it knocked my head off. I was like, this melody is so dope.
He's got crazy melodies.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta get on this. Like, and he was showing me like the Weekend, and I'm like,
Weekend Sick too.
I'm like, I need to be listening to all this. These choruses are nuts. This is like Madonna in the 90s.
Yeah, Uzi Vert's kind of like, it's almost like some emo. They kind of call it emo
Yeah,
hip hop.
and
it's
Juice
like
WRLD, he
Juice
showed
WRLD.
me.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
sick, rest in peace.
Yep.
That's
And
a sick documentary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's heavy. Make sure you watch it. Yeah,
I didn't see that. He was like, he might. I'm always like, I'm not sure what to show him yet. You know, like both kids.
He is
I'm like,
young. They're
what-
young.
Yeah, because like they're still under 13, and like
Yeah,
I don't
maybe,
want to.
yeah.
I remember seeing like Kids, that movie at like
Gnarly.
14, and that really did something negative in my head. Like it really gave me a negative outlook on life.
It's close to. I mean, it's right in New York too. It's like right in the backyard. Yeah, the Juice WRLD. I'll wait. It's a little heavy story with the Juice WRLD, but that's cool. He's listening to all that stuff. It's crazy how young they are listening to like hip hop and stuff.
I know.
I was too as well, but like it was different too. You know.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
They're friends too. They like spread the playlists around for each other. It's so cool. Like
that's cool.
They just like sit on FaceTime or whatever, and they'll be listening to things, just like playing, doing their thing.
Yeah,
it's cool, man.
Is your daughter a Swiftie?
She's not.
That's kind of.
You know what's funny? She was a Swiftie, like before the girls in her school.
Before.
Yeah,
Swifties
she like
cool.
knew about Taylor Swift, and then she was over it.
Damn.
Like she was just kind of like, nah, that's not for me no more. And then she got into Billie Eilish, which is why we covered.
That was so cool. Ocean Eyes,
that
dude.
was because of
on
Layla.
history books. Yeah, dude.
She showed me driving to school one morning. She's like, I'm like, who is this?
Really?
I'm like, this is the best song I've heard in a long time. She's like, this is Billie Eilish. I'm
Bro.
like, get out of here.
She recorded that when she was like 14 or something
I know.
too.
Nuts.
And you did it with Karina Reichman.
Yeah.
Shout out to Karina, the homie, man, dude. I know her for years, booking all the boat shows with Jake and helping. That's how we met her, man. And then she's like a phenomenal bass player.
Yeah.
Blowing up, jam sessions, traveling all over the world. Been on the podcast before. Super posy Manhattan girl. Fucking the best, dude.
Like a ping ball,
Bro,
right? Like
she's
got so
got
much energy.
The most energy, super posy.
That's cool.
Fucking awesome human, dude. Super talented.
She busted in there, and there was like I remember the day that was the first time I met her face to face.
Yeah, how'd you guys meet?
Online. I just like started following her because I thought she was funny on her Instagram, and then her music was cool. So I was like, all right, whatever. I follow tons of like young musicians and just because I like to hear it.
Yeah.
And then and also I look out for ways I can help. Honestly, if I can, my dream is like if I can make a break for somebody, if I can help them get to a break.
Yeah.
Because I remember the people who did that for us, and it was like,
for sure,
I'll never forget that, and I want to
pay
just
it forward.
Do it back.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I was like that Rush video was pretty funny. I don't know.
The Rush thing was crazy.
Yeah, like I don't know anything really about Rush, but that was hilarious. That she's like, "Oh, do you want them in order?"
So for the listeners, she was wearing a Rush shirt at Central Park, and somebody went up to her and said, "Name 5 songs," and tried to check her for wearing a Rush shirt, and she schooled this person with like any album they wanted to hear, right? And then it goes viral, and then Rush finds out about it, and then Rush reposts it, and then the Rush is in touch with her as well after that.
That's awesome.
It was a game changer, dude.
And so, like, when we were recording this song, like, she came up, and she's like, all right, I'm coming. She just busts in this dude, like 10 big dudes, just standing there, and she's just like, life of the party.
She's been around it,
Yeah, and I was like, how are you like this? And she's like, oh, I play with all hardcore bands.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's been around dudes her whole life. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's cool. But she started naming like you and like all the bands that like she's seen in the clubs in New York. And I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah, she was young, like helping with Jake years ago,
cool.
man. Yeah. She's really killing it, bro. It's fucking awesome,
absolutely.
Man. So she came and met you guys for the first time, did Ocean Eyes. That's sick, dude.
Banged it out in like 5 minutes. Damn. Like just so quick.
So History Books is the record that came back. This is the 2023. And according to Ben, obviously Springsteen was kind of influential to the reunion of your band and getting it back together.
Yeah.
And Rob Thomas too, maybe.
No,
that's not true. Okay.
Oh, no, not Rob Thomas. It was John Resnick and John Bon Jovi.
Oh, excuse me. Hang on a second, bro. Google Dolls too.
I gotta tell you,
I fucking love Google Dolls. Wait, we're not getting to Google Dolls now. I love them, dude. I'm gonna go see them in 2 weeks with Dashboard Confessional. They're my favorite band, Google Dolls. I'm gonna cry when I fucking see them, like super emo.
I'm gonna text this man and tell him that you're coming and that you should meet up.
I was trying to get who?
Johnny Resnick.
I was trying to get him on my pod because my friend Ben works for him, and I talked to the manager for like a year and a half, and they kept losing touch with me, and it was going to happen so many times. He's like one of my dream guests.
He is like a little bit like I don't know if I could get him to like.
I just saw him on a podcast.
Nail down something.
Yeah,
what, really?
I just saw him on a podcast. I filmed one and everything.
I'm gonna tell.
Let me meet him first. I'm not going to mention the podcast. I'm putting it in the airways right now.
What if I say
that's fine?
If I'm like, yo, I just did this thing, and it's the coolest I'll be like, this is the most fun podcast, dude. This is like. You do the best podcast.
Thank you, man.
You and Yasi do the best podcast. It's
Who?
like Yasi.
Okay.
From Bandsplain.
Oh, yeah.
And then totally different. But I
you.
don't listen to any, and I listen to your two, and I listen, every once in a while I listen to Benny's because he's my guy.
Yeah, dude, Going off track.
That's the only, I swear I never listen to any other
Thank
podcast.
You, man.
Yeah.
It's conversations really cool. We're hanging, So Resnick,
so Resnick.
Love him, bro.
So I get asked to do this like benefit for.
You have to pee or anything? You good?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I gotta get back to
by what time?
At 4. It's 3:09.
Oh shit!
So we might.
We're getting close.
Okay. Do you want to hear this story?
Or let's fucking go.
All right. So I had to go to this benefit, and then that I got asked to do. John Bon Jovi asked me to do it, so I went, and he's like, and I want to have dinner at a diner before the benefit, and I'm like, oh God, no, because I don't fit in. Like I'm like seriously,
You're
anxiety.
still feeling comfortable with these places.
Yeah. And so we meet at this diner, like it's dirty diner in New Jersey, and it's me, and I walk in, and there's John Resnick and his wife. And then the two managers are at another table behind us.
Some mafia shit.
Right. And I walk in with my manager and my wife, and I'm like, and then they sit down and they start telling me how cool the Gaslight Anthem is.
Wow.
I'm like, what? How do you both even know about, like, come on, like John Bon Jovi, Lifetime, you know?
Dude.
And then Resnick, bro, I used to listen to, the minute I found out about the Goo Goo Dolls name came out, I was on the bus every day.
Bro.
Dude. So many good songs.
Do you know I just saw him break that song down on the podcast? It's about the girl Kennedy from MTV, the VJ.
No way.
He didn't want to say her name in the song. He had a crush on her. They became friends, and he broke it down. I just saw it the other day, bro.
I gotta check that out. That's incredible.
I never knew that, dude.
I don't know that either.
Think about you all the time. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Keep going,
dude.
I love Goo Goo Dolls, dude.
So I went in there, and these guys, I'm like, what am I gonna talk about? And they start telling me about how much they like the Gaslight Anthem.
You said John Bon Jovi's there too?
Yeah. And I'm like,
fuck, you
what?
look that fool in the face. Oh my God.
I don't know.
Mind,
I'm like sitting here like looking at these guys like, I don't know, you know? And I'm just like, okay. So then,
bro.
And what's hilarious, I swear to you, no lie. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I said to my wife, I had been thinking for a long time. And I said to my wife in the car on the way up, I go, I think I want to be in the band again. I think I have something to say. And she goes, what?
I love that, something
like,
to say.
It was crazy because that was the thing. If I have something to say, I want to do this. If I don't, I'm not going to ruin it.
Yeah.
And I did. And then they said that it was like I was getting signs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So after that happened, you know, that we hung out and we became friends or became friendly. Like, cause again, like friends with famous people, like I don't talk to them every day.
Yeah.
And I always feel like the weird one, like I'm not going to text. Like it took me so much. I was friends with Bruce for almost 10 years before I texted him. And it was right at this point. So all these guys are telling me
first
about the
time
band.
text him.
Right.
Also, was your mom psyched that Bruce was a fan of your band because she grew up playing him in the
huge.
house? Okay, well, that's huge.
That was the only thing that got me through when we played with them during 59 Sound at Glastonbury.
Yep.
I was literally, I was like next to puking. Like I was like, I can't go on stage.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, I was like, you got to do this because your mom would kill to be in your shoes.
Has she met him yet?
No.
What the fuck? Because you played Hyde Park with him too.
She might have met him once. She might have.
Because he joined you for 59 Sound at Glastonbury. You joined him in Hyde Park. You sang No Surrender.
Yeah.
And then he's on history books.
Yep.
Fuck. Okay, go.
It was so then this is like during 59 Sound. And I got up there and I did it and he filmed the Glastonbury and the next day at Hyde Park, put it in a video. So it got mega. So I'm singing No Surrender, my stupid self,
dude.
on his DVD. So that's how it got that's how it really went off.
Holy shit.
And so the whole world saw this idiot from New Jersey playing with Bruce Springsteen. But I tell you, I went up there like Jake LaMotta. I was like, I'm doing this for my mom. I'm doing this for every homeless kid I knew. I'm doing this for everybody who who has a dream and doesn't get to live it. I'm going to do it for you.
Damn.
And I just whammed it. And I
gotta watch that. I gotta see that.
It was brutal. It was so good.
Okay,
like
good.
it was really
big
good.
moment. Yeah.
Big moment. And I did it. And
That's
then
awesome.
like, you know, I couldn't believe that I did it, but I never did it again. That's the problem. But I did it.
But then fast forward, your band gets back together and do this record. He sings on it.
Yeah. And then he goes, let me. So I text him
and
I say, I'm going to get this band back together. I don't know how. How do I do this? I'm like, you broke up the E Street band and then you brought them back together. What did you do?
Yeah.
And he told me all these basic, really simple things like the past, gone. Anything anybody said, gone. Any grudges, gone. He said, one thing he said to me, he goes, this is music. This is the happy train. This is your peace and your safety. And he said, you protect that at all costs.
Yeah.
He said, if you're not on the happy train, you're off. You don't want to be here? Don't be here. Gone.
Love it.
And I was like, and
he got sunned by fucking the guy.
And I said to him, I go, why are you sitting here talking to me? And he said the best thing. It was like, I don't need a dad anymore because he said this. He looked at me across the pizza table and he goes, because I enjoy your company.
Damn.
I melted right in that table.
Fuck, dude.
I enjoy your company.
It's amazing, dude.
I was like, I won the lottery. I'm going home.
It's fucking crazy,
I won
man.
the rock and roll lottery.
Dude.
I
That's
might
incredible.
not be famous, but I got good stories.
But no, you got fucking know this Bruce who was like a legend who loves and believes in you. He's
Yeah.
fucking your band. Like,
And that's
get
like,
back to work and do it.
right.
And then he was on tour and he did the vocals in Ireland, right? And
Yeah.
he sent it back to you. Sent like a blank thing. And he came back and
Yep. And he was with, he went and visited Shane McGowan that day. And that was the last time he saw Shane.
wow.
And Shane
dude.
is like, I never met Shane, but he's one of my, the
Okay.
Pogue's huge.
Okay. Damn. So when
Yeah.
you first heard the song, I'm opening the door for like when you first heard the song, were you blown away when he sent it back?
Yeah, I started crying. When I first heard it back, I was like, you know, I knew that moment was going to come. Because like when he sent back the tapes, I was just like, none of this is like, this isn't real. This isn't real. And then
Yeah.
when I finally heard the mix of him singing with me, I was like, I just started crying.
Dude,
like in a hotel room.
yes. Duet with Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was just sitting there with my phone, and like the guys in the band were on. We have the only group text I have on my phone is with the band. I won't allow a group. I will not do a group text.
Okay.
Because I'm one of those people who's like, I don't like the phone. I don't do
Yeah.
well with it. It stresses me out.
You're not doing social media, none of that shit.
I do it, but I'm like forced to do
It's
it.
necessary evil.
I try to do it as little as possible.
You're not checking DMs, none of that stuff.
Nah, because
Okay.
but sometimes I do, but like not I don't check the crazy ones.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
Go,
Yeah.
I don't go deep in the void.
So you group text, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the only group text, and the boys were like, I don't believe I just heard this,
Fuck.
and we all heard it at the same time. So we were like,
Did he write the words too, or he sent him something?
no,
to sing?
he said you do it, and then he sent it to me, and then I'm like, how am I write words for Bruce Springsteen?
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, it's like if somebody said, yo, make some shoes for Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
What? I can't. What if they're not comfortable?
Dude,
You know?
yeah, and just send what if you were back and said, "No, I don't like that, I'm gonna fix it."
I would have been like, cool, whatever you say.
Fuck, that's incredible,
Yeah.
dude.
It's like one of those moments. where
That's
you
a
have to just-
crazy moment, dude. And that might not happen if you never get the band back together and make that record.
I know. I don't think it would have. Because he said that at that meeting. He was like, let me get on. He goes, write a song for both of us. He goes, let me get on it. We'll get some more eyes on the new record when it comes out. That's what he said. And I was
Bro,
like, what?
dude.
I'm like, you're giving me gold here.
And so History Books comes back out remixed as short stories,
Mm-hmm.
and that has Ocean Eyes on that version. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
And now we're here.
Now we're fucking here, bro.
With the
Almost done. I'm gonna
Counting
get you. I'm
Crows.
gonna get you a sound check. So I know what your last real job was. I know you're not sober. These are some of my last things. You drink once in a while, but you don't drink. Somebody offers you something, whatever. You're not fucking. Yeah.
I would probably say no if I got offered
Yeah, man.
today.
Yeah, dude.
Like, no.
And also the Springsteen comparison for a while. I guess I read it kind of bother you for a while, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like
Well,
it's a
bothered.
fucking compliment too.
Yeah. It bothered me in like the sense of like, I knew that I was never going to be able to live up to that. And that was frustrating. You know, I guess it's like if a
But
kid,
you didn't have to because you're your own
I know, I
sound
didn't-
and style,
I didn't
dude.
know that.
And
though.
and the fact that you didn't try to be, Bruce fucks with your band and fucks with you because he loves Gaslight Anthem.
I know it's
You know
crazy.
what I'm saying? That's fucking beautiful, dude. You didn't have to try to. You weren't trying to be like anything. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure you don't think about it as much anymore.
I still do. Like,
Why this dude fucking gave you a stamp of approval?
I know.
And fucks with you.
dude, I sit
He's
in
on
the
your
car.
record.
Yeah. Like, there's times where I sit in the car and if I'm with him and I look over.
If you're with him in the car,
Yeah. And I look over because he does this thing. He goes, you go pick me up at 7. And I go, listen, brother, I will drive to your house. I am not driving. And he goes, why not? I'm not killing Bruce Springsteen. What if I get in an accident? And he says, oh, all right, I'll drive. And then he drives his car. And then I look over at him and I'm staring at him. And I'm looking at his skin and he smells so good.
bro, he looks so good,
Bro,
dude.
he looks great.
How old is that dude? Like 60s?
I don't know. I think he's 100.
No, he's
9'7"?
Don't say that about your boy.
9,700?
Dude, he looks
He's a vampire.
He looks amazing,
I know.
dude.
He's so good.
So this dude's driving the car. You're sitting in the car hanging out, Bruce, dude. It's fucking.
And I'm like looking at him, and I'm doing it for everybody that wants to know too. And I'm thinking about it. I'm going, if anybody I knew was right here with me, I was like, you got to absorb everything for everybody that's not here.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm just.
But he wouldn't be fucking with you if you thought you were trying to copy him either. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you're ahead
Yeah.
about it, and the people say what they say about your band. Yo, Bruce Springsteen fucking vouches for you, has your back, and fucking sings on your record, bro. What else do you need?
Nothing.
You have nothing to prove to anybody, bro.
That's when he did that. It was definitely like he set us free from all of that.
Yeah.
That self-doubt.
That's beautiful,
Yeah.
dude.
Like, because I was like, you know what? I was like, anybody could say whatever they want, but he stamped me. I got the
Damn.
stamp. I'm good.
Yeah, you got the stamp. Fuck what motherfuckers say, dude. That's what I'm saying, bro. Fuck, you're a fucking punk rock kid, dude.
I know.
You know what I
nuts.
mean? What are you, an optimist or pessimist?
I would say I'm an optimist. Hardcore.
Okay. You always been one?
I always believe that anything's possible. And
Yeah.
it's like you're one moment away from greatness.
Always believed in yourself?
Yeah, kind of in a weird way, like not in confidence, but in ability.
And never wanted to quit playing music or nothing?
Oh, 100 times.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to quit a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Got really frustrated.
But it always brings you back like the mafia.
Because the thing is like when I thought it was gone, and especially when the band broke up and then when COVID happened, I was like,
yeah, bro.
I was like, if I'm going to play this stupid guitar, writing songs in my bedroom, no matter what,
Yeah,
I just
dude.
love it. I love making music. It's the last magic.
It's in you. It's how you express yourself. It's everything.
Yeah. But you got to think, like, we are the last people who make something out of nothing.
True.
It's nuts.
Yeah, it's true.
The ability that we have is nuts.
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
It's really cool. Yeah, don't quit, dude. So optimism.
No, I would never.
So you always have the PMA most of your life.
Yeah, I come back around.
Any regrets in your life?
You know what, man? There's things I would do differently. I would handle differently, but I can't say that I regret because I did the best I could at the time.
Yeah, with what you had.
Yeah, like
those life experiences.
Even the things that I would change, I think they all got me here, and they shaped who I am. I learned a lot of lessons. I learned more from the bad and the mistakes than I've learned from the good.
A lot of people say that.
Yeah.
Are you in New Jersey for life?
Oh, I don't know for life, but I do. I don't know. I mean, I want to be. I have this vision of me sitting in some cafe in Paris, writing a book and then just dying. I love the European thing. I want to get lost in Paris. So I always wanted to be somebody who just one day just disappeared.
I could see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Benny was saying he'd like to live in California or something.
That'd be cool. California's dope.
I know. It's sick out here, man.
I love everywhere.
Yeah, I love traveling. I hate flying, but I just like when I get there.
Yeah, I don't like traveling. I don't like
flying. You know, a good traveler?
I get nervous, and it's a very undignified way of traveling. Just carrying all the bags, and you're like...
I hate going through the whole airport. Once I'm on the plane sitting down my seatbelt, I think I'm good. Yeah. It's the whole process. Even with TSA pre-check and all the perks you have, it's still fucking annoying and stressful, dude.
And I got to carry the guitar, the pedal board. It's so uncomfortable. And you're just constantly uncomfortable. Being shuffled, and
it's also for me, losing of power. Once you walk into the airport, you lose all power.
Oh yeah,
of everything. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
anything you do, everything. Yeah, even your seatbelt, fucking all that shit.
Yeah,
that's just the worst part. So Jersey, maybe Paris someday for you.
Yeah, maybe.
And then what about? I know you have a love for scented candles.
I love candles.
What's your favorite scent?
I gotta say that is that
autumn. My wife has them too.
Vanilla.
Okay.
That vanilla autumn smell, whatever, or pumpkin or whatever. I do not like pumpkin anything, no drink. People somehow.
I like pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkin seeds are good, salted.
Yeah, you take them out of the pumpkin, scoop them up, with the kids,
But I don't like them. People somehow on the internet got I think I used to like pumpkin spice, but now everybody brings me pumpkin spice. I hate it. It's nasty.
We always have
bellyache.
And this candle lit right now is not because of you. We have candles lit all the time in my house. My wife's obsessed with candles like you are.
So I love them.
Our friend makes candles and shit. It's
That's awesome.
So you have a big collection of candles?
Yeah, and smells of I have any kind of smell. So candles, I have like colognes or whatever, and I just love smells.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm real.
Coming from the guy who doesn't really shower on tour or use deodorant.
Yeah, I don't do any of that. No, I do. I'm lying though. I do.
I'm just kidding, dude. What would be your top 5 artists?
Oh,
it could be music. It could be hip hop.
You know
we could do punk.
I have to do the truth. You want to do punk?
Let's do punk.
Okay, let's do punk. Then I'd say I got Leatherface.
Dope. I just heard them recently, a year ago.
Oh
my friend Jim Thiebaud, shout out to Jim Thiebaud, was like, yo, peep this band. They're fucking almost like Embrace style. They're amazing.
So good.
Okay, go ahead.
I would say have to be Rancid.
Fuck yes.
I would have to say Hot Water.
Hot Water music.
Avail.
Woohoo.
Let me see who I gotta pick.
That's 4, man.
See, it's gonna have to be the Clash or the Ramones.
All right, because you got no Jersey in there, bro. It's okay.
Bouncing Souls, then. I would say Bouncing Souls.
Okay.
Especially for how influential they were.
What about hip hop? Do you have enough hip hop to do a top 5?
I have you know what? I like the new ones that my son sees.
Let's go. We got Playboy Cardi.
Playboy Cardi.
That's crazy.
There was XXX Tent.
Yo,
how do I say his name?
Triple Extension. I always say it wrong. I'm not gonna fuck up as a dad. We can't fuck it up.
That guy.
Triple X. Rest in
Triple
peace.
X.
My fucking son loved him. He was emo vibe too.
I know, and I love that. The Juice WRLD.
That was a sad story. Juice WRLD too.
You know what? The first rapper that my son discovered where he connected with it was Eminem. forever
The
respect.
the GOAT, bro.
Forever.
One of the greatest.
Yeah.
Who for some
definitely.
reason to get mentioned in the top fives anymore, but I don't know. He's fucking incredible, man.
He's amazing. And
Yeah.
and I think like I'm gonna go. It's a controversial one. And my son, I tell him, I go, your mom is Jewish. You got to make the call for yourself. Whatever you want to do. He goes, I love Kanye. I don't care what he said. And I go, I'm not gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Oh yeah, you can't.
But I got a special place for his songs because of my son.
Me too.
Yeah.
Back in the day too.
Yeah, because he always plays me something.
Stronger back then, all those songs.
Yeah,
back then,
all the old songs. And I didn't really know him, so I hear him and I go, this is amazing. Who is this? And he goes, Kanye. And I go, ooh.
We played in
am
the
I
car
allowed?
for my son because I had all this. You appreciate this. All my hip hop when my son grew up, I got all the ones with no curse words. So I had all censored Nas, everything, dude.
Nas.
So in the car, I'd play in the car, pick him up school CDs in my car. And Kanye was on his first records, and Max loved those records too, man.
You know,
Yeah.
But you know what rap I really love for my own life, though, is truly like Young MC and like those guys. Like even, and I'm going to tell you, like there was a song that like my stepdad and I never connected our whole life.
Okay.
But I will tell you, we always were a little bit at each other. But I'll tell you, there was a time when Biz Markie, the
Dope.
song Pickin' Boogers,
Yeah, I know that one.
we were on the way home from church, like church Boy Scouts, and that song came on the radio in his yellow Toyota 1981 pickup truck with 2 seats.
Wow.
And we sat in the driveway of our apartment in Red Bank, New Jersey, and we laughed so hard we cried.
That's
and
a beautiful moment.
He'll remember that today. If you mention it to him, he'll know what I'm
Rest
talking
in
about.
peace, Biz Markie,
So
dude.
Biz Markie,
Picking boogers.
dude, and Young MC. That's
Bust a move.
I love Lady in Yellow.
Did they have any more songs than that? He had some other
No,
ones.
he had like Tone Loc had one.
Oh yeah.
And Tone Loc had 2, but
Funky
Young
Cole
MC had
Medina.
1. Dude, Funky Cole Medina. Why is he so fly? Funky Cole Medina.
He's still around. One of those guys passed, I think.
I don't know.
Young MC's still here.
I'm so corny. I still say that to people.
But I met Homeboy at the airport, man. Funky Cole. I bugged out like super. I was like, oh my God, there he is. I shook his hand or something like that. He
That's
was
so
sick.
cool. That's
Damn.
cool.
And, okay, last question. Any dream collabs? You did Bruce Springsteen. Any other dream collabs?
Yeah, I'll tell you. I got 2.
Okay.
And it's Haley Williams and Florence Welch.
Okay.
That's the
We'll
2.
put that out in the atmosphere for the
We're
listeners.
putting it out.
It's a very small world. You know it could happen. You
I
know
know.
what I
You
mean?
never know. I'm putting it out there because it's a thing.
Damn. Well, thank you for being here, dude. This is
Yeah.
fucking awesome, dude.
I had this, honestly, truly, this is one of the most fun interviews I've ever had in my life.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
We're going to do a part 2 someday when you're out here.
I would love to.
After we go visit Tim Armstrong at his studio.
Yo, what's up?
We got to do it, dude. That's
I would
so
love that.
that's easy to do, man.
I got so many
I'm gonna text
questions.
him about you today. I'm gonna text somebody else, but
Cool.
yeah, man. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
You can hit him up on Instagram. He might check his DMs. He might not. This guy's kind of off
If
the
you
grid.
check your comments, though, I check the comments sometimes.
Do
If
you
they're-
sometimes?
If they're in capital letters, sometimes I see them with
Do you
my
respond?
glasses. Yeah, I'll respond publicly all the time.
to
like-
good and bad?
Yeah. If you put not so much bad. I mean,
Really?
if they're being like bad seriously, I'll just be like, oh, I didn't think of that. That's pretty cool. Like I'll respond on the comments,
But
like,
not mean
publicly.
shit or nothing stupid shit.
Nah, because I ignore it. I don't care.
Okay. But you respond to somebody asking questions.
Oh,
or
for
something.
sure. Especially
That's
if they ask
cool.
me, like, if a kid is like, yo, I'm trying to get this guitar tone. Like, how do you do
Oh,
it?
yeah,
I'll be
that's
like, yo,
different.
like this.
For advice and shit like that.
Yeah, anything. But
Yeah.
even regular people just talking about stuff. If it's
Yeah.
like, interesting, I'll be like, yeah.
Fuck. I love that. Okay, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Have a great day. Peace.
Peace.
Gotta give a big shout out to Liquid Death. I've been in a band called H2O for 30 years. And my first real job with a company is a water brand. Go figure. Love you, Liquid Death. Love the people. Love the brand. Love the concept. Love what they give back. Love the community. Love what they do for the environment. You can go liquiddeath.com/OLLC and get free shipping on any of their merchandise that they make. They have such incredible collabs. Also, if you want to hear the story of the CEO, my good friend Mike Cesario, on the podcast, you can go to episode 115, part 1. And then 2 years later, we dropped a part 2, which is episode 275 with the CEO, Mike Cesario. Just a man from Delaware with a dream, worked at a marketing company and made this become a reality. Liquid Death is an incredible company, incredible water, incredible people. And I'm super, super honored to be part of them. They sponsor my life. They sponsor everything, my family. So go liquiddeath.com/OLLC and get free shipping on anything you want to buy on that site. If you want to get water, it's exclusively on Amazon.com. Murder your thirst, y'all. Since 1987, Rockabilia has been around doing officially licensed merch. No bootlegs from all the artists that I freaking love, from pop to hip hop to rock to hardcore to punk. Over 500,000 items on this website, independently owned, operated in the USA. Custom limited collabs drop every month exclusively on this website from visual artists and tattoo artists. They have so many bands that I love and artists that I love, from Gaga to Blink, Katy Perry, Bad Brains, Beastie Boys, De La, Tribe Called Quest, 50 Cent, Billy, Deftones, Dead Kennedys, DMX, Dr. Dre, Eric B. and Rakim, Goo Goo Dolls, Hall & Oates, Wu-Tang, U2, Snoop, TSO, and Paramore. Those is to name a few of all my favorite bands that are on this website. I've owned t-shirts from all those artists throughout my life. Now I know to go here only. All officially licensed merchandise. Check out Rockabilia Instagram. Also go to rockabilia.com and use my code OLLC10 and get 10% off. That's rockabilia.com. Use my code OLLC10 and get 10% off your purchases. Thank you to Rockabilia for being our new sponsor. Welcome to OLLC fam. I have a lot of friends who are sober, a lot of friends who are straight edge, a lot of my friends who are going through it. I know struggling with substance abuse and alcoholism can be really, really hard, especially knowing who to turn to. It can be really, really daunting. I'm here to say that a good friend of mine and his friend started this incredible treatment center called Refined Recovery. They gave me a phone number, 855-516-3332. You can text, you can call them. It's totally confidential. It's safe. There'll be somebody on the other line to help you out, a compassionate human being to talk to help you navigate the process, the insurance treatments. They accept most of private insurances. You can go refinedrecovery.com, Refined Recovery Instagram. I know it's hard, but reach out to somebody, man. People care about you. People love you. People want you to be here for a long time. People love you in their lives. If you're going through it, make this phone call. It's totally private. I know people DM me all the time about going through it and going through sobriety and trying to get straight and trying to take care of themselves, and the struggle is totally real. And Refined Recovery is the definitely move. Reach out to them, 855-516-3332, or text them, 855-516-3332. You can call or text this number anytime, 855-516-3332. You know the drill. This number is here for you to call.